Beautiful woman. Thank you. Crickets. Stephanie. Ashley. That witch. Laura. Let me pick that up. GM, everybody. Sleepy sea slug. What is matcha? Baby Blue, thank you for the gifted sub. Ricketts, thank you for the cheer. We out here. This poor soul. Izzy, thank you for the cheer. Dirty Soy, thank you for the gifted sub. GM. If you're not following Dirty Soy on TikTok, I'm telling you. Sushi! Thank you for the gifted sub. This is what happens when you can finally breathe for the first time. Me breathing. I missed it. Did Quack finally reveal her favorite Eva scene? Yes. My favorite Eva scene is the one with Miku in it. Good afternoon, everybody. It is pouring rain in Philadelphia. And it is my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. I guess today. We went from not knowing this information at all to it literally being like 4 days later. So, this is a celebration, bitches, unfortunately. Nicole, thank you so much for subscribing. We are all the way out here. We are all the way out here. So, all good vibes today. 10 years, Ricky is, pioneering this entire anniversary because I didn't even know. Like, I knew I was old. I knew I was hella old. But I didn't know I was 10 years on YouTube. Not even to the day. That witch, 10 years. Oh my god, can't believe it. I've been watching you for like 7 years. Thank you. If you were looking for some of my earlier vids, unfortunately, I have privated almost like all of them. I believe I made them available to like channel members on my YouTube, but they're all private because they are all body modification. I started my career on YouTube talking about body mods, body modification, scarification. I had my earlobes scalpeled in like a triangle, all this stuff. So those are my roots on YouTube, which literally vanished. You can't talk about that shit anymore. Crisp Chill Soul, congrats on the anniversary, Quick. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, so I guess the anniversary is literally today. It may look like those videos aren't there, and that is true. They're all private, sadly, unfortunately. No room for body mod. We've come a long way, though. I've had lots of practice public speaking. I actually started YouTube probably sounding a lot different. I used to have kind of a stutter. I've taken a ton of public speaking and acting and different things like that classes. So I've taken like 3 acting classes, if you couldn't tell. So, and I'm a lot more confident in front of camera. I, do it all, I guess. So, a long journey. So I thank you. Basically, Brad Pitt over here. Yeah, pretty much. I saw Fight Club and I was like, I could do it better. So that's been... Oh, hell yeah. That's so appropriate. Yes. Here we are. So, a journey, a quickened journey. Mom is honing her craft. Oops. Not too soon. Honing the old craft here. So yeah. We generally stream on Fridays, I believe, so this is no different. I'm a little late today. I had to take my old man horning, not horning. Oops. I had to take my cat to the vet. My old stinky cat, Stinky. Actually, calling him Stinky as a term of endearment is confusing. Probably no one understands why I'm doing that at the vet. My chair is up really high. Can you hear me? Okay. The mic is like low. It needs to look up at me like this. Took my stinky cat to the vet with peace and love. He has a heart murmur. Ethan has a heart murmur. My baby. My little heart murmur. Now I've been teasing him all day. I said, oh, do you have a heart murmur? I brought him home from the vet. This guy must have walked up to every single, waste bin. You know the little trash cans you have around the house? I think they have a name. This guy went up to every, little waste bin and knocked it down. I went downstairs and all of my shit was knocked all over. I was like, someone have a little heart murmur? Me too, Ethan, me too. Yeah, so, oopsie, little heart murmur for my little guy. He had a little reaction. He knocked over all my little waste bins. Peanut Babe, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the Prime sub. I bet he laughs and goes, oh, when you tease. Oh, you little heart murmur. Oh, you. But don't think for a second that everything didn't go wrong. Don't think for 1 second that one simple trip to the vet went anything but smoothly. Let's start. So I have a cat carrier. I have a cat carrier that is cool, modern, urban, whoa. And it's like a sling, like a side strap, duffel bag. And it's so cool, whoa. And I got it so I can wear my cat while I ride my bike if I have to ride them to the vet. So Ethan doesn't fit in it. And it's crazy because I bought it for him, but he just continues to grow like a goldfish. He's growing to the size of his container, which is this home. Ethan continues to grow. So I borrowed a cat carrier from my neighbor that is like, you know, the cat as the door. Oh, we get a little new hype train little emote. That one's cute. Very appropriate. Did they say a stage of his heart murmur? So they said it's like Princess Garbage. Seriously, 5 months of live quack. Oh, we gotta do something big for 1 year, like mud wrestling. Thank you for being here. 8 months. So I don't know if this is universal or they were explaining this to me because I'm stupid, but she said if a heart murmur is 1 out of 6, Ethan is 1.5. So not really bad at all. Not really bad at all. So my neighbor has lent me the cat carrier, the like plastic from like the 90s cat carrier, but my neighbor's cat passed away, so I haven't returned it. So it's like a cat carrier, but my neighbor is kind of like, you know, is it wine o'clock? Like that's my neighbor with peace and love. So it's a zebra print cat carrier. It's very loud. It's very glam. So I put Ethan in there, and we get down the street. I didn't know this cat carrier has a function where it has latches all around the side. Like imagine a hamburger. Latches all around the side so you can take the lid off. And I don't remove your animal this way. We just, you know, when you get the cat carrier, you open the door and you kind of get out of there. I've never heard of opening it this way. But you know, it's a zebra print cat carrier. I should have known. So Ethan weighs a metric ton. We're walking down the street and I'm holding the handle and the bottom gives out. And Ethan just fucking spills out. He doesn't know. He's in this cat carrier. I brought it upstairs early this morning so he could smell it and like get used to it, maybe fall asleep in it. And the fucking bottom gives out because I guess this like clasping feature weakens the structure of the cat carrier. He fucking like he just like we're outside and at the top of my block, for no good reason, people leave a ton of trash, like, in between trash nights. And the trash truck doesn't always pick it up, too. Usually, when it gets really bad, one of us will call 311 and the city will pick it up. But it's a lot of random, like, fucked up trash. Like, mattresses, a couch, a lot of construction material, like, there's a huge problem in Philadelphia with construction sites dumping their trash, and my block is no different. Ethan falls out of the fucking cat carrier at the worst place into this whole like barrage of random trash. A lot of it's takeout containers too. The kids who hang out at the top of my block will order takeout, I swear, have like 2 bites and then go, ugh. That meme where Andy is dropping Woody and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, so he can play with Buzz. They have 2 bites and they're like, I don't want chicken fried rice. Splat. My poor boy, covered in chicken fried rice. I'm like, ugh. And now he's splattered everywhere. He's out and aware. And he fell like... Never a dull moment. Nothing is easy. So I capture Ethan. This carrier is cracked open. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I, slam it back closed. It doesn't give me, like, a satisfying, like, click. I'm like, whatever. I run back to my house. I get my fucking little shopping cart. This is a true story. This is true. I am so sad for myself. And Ethan. Look, the shopping cart. Oh yeah, it's raining. Look at the umbrella over just Ethan. Look at jail. 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 I'm going to jail. So here's Ethan. No, he developed a heart murmur today, probably. Oh, his little nose. His little nose. So my mobile unit, my transit option for bringing my cat to the vet. If he was a little smaller, I could put him in my bike basket. Sadly, he's huge. Oh, okay. I put like a blanket in there. I thought these were his legs folded. I was like, this motherfucker's sitting? No, it's... Oh my god. My poor... Oh no. I sacrificed my own comfort. I gave my boy my umbrella. He's a polar bear. Oh my god. It's never a dull moment in this poor life. I took this picture and I was like, should I delete this? This is like, my FBI agent is gonna be like, come on. Come on. So, my vet is still COVID. So, they brought Ethan in without me. And I just waited outside with my umbrella. Stinky McStinker. Hee-haw. Thank you for subscribing. Perfect timing. Maybe the cat backpack with the round space window. I wonder. So my vet, they ask you if it's a smaller dog or a cat, it has to be in a carrier. I wonder if they count that. Justine has a stroller for her rabbits. The stroller seems like the best option. This is the mock stroller. The person who created the stroller actually was in this situation first. And they said, wait, I have a good idea. I'm re-engineering it. Was he acting funny or was it just time for a checkup? So, you know how cats have those little tiny teeth and it's very fun to look at them? Like, once a week or once every 2 weeks, I open up my cat's mouth and just look inside. Not for curiosity. It is for hygiene. I just take a look. PB has, it's not like a crack in her tooth. She's like a line in her tooth. The vet said it's okay, but I just check on it. So I look in all the cats' mouths. And I just looked in Ethan's mouth. And those little tiny teeth that you can barely even see, one of them was honk. I was like, wait, they're not that big. So I got really scared and made an appointment with the vet. Lilith, thank you. From me to you. Because cat teeth, I don't brush my cat's teeth. I know I really should, and now I'm going to start. My neighbor brushed her cat's teeth. I know I should. It's just really hard. I didn't start them brushing their teeth when they were younger. And I have a hard time doing, clipping Ethan's nails. So, yeah. So I was looking in his mouth, and it's kind of what I thought. Ethan has, he needs to get a cleaning, and I guess the vet is the dentist in this case. I guess the vet does it all. He needs to get a cleaning, and they said that he might need some extractions. He might have some cavities, so I have to take him back. But they did do some blood work on him, and it was time for his booster shots as well. So they said he has a heart murmur, which might complicate things because they put the cats under anesthesia to do their dental work. I keep saying put him to sleep, but that means, when you say that about an animal, it means... So little Ethan, he has some stinky teeth, and they put the cat under anesthesia to do all the cleaning, I guess, and if he needs any extractions. They said they'll do the x-rays and everything. But they let me know that he has a heart murmur, which might complicate the process of him going under anesthesia. But they said his problem will never go away, so I can do it now or later, and the heart murmur might get worse. So I was like, well, okay, what do I do? So I'm trying to bully him out of his heart murmur. Like, that's my plan. I'm just kidding. But as a vet nurse, that is an amazing practice. Good job, A+. Well, that's good. There's a nurse that usually specializes in the cleaning, and the vet does the removal. Very cute hair. Thank you. Thank you. I had to do it to them. Wishing all the best for Teethan. I'm calling him that now. They're like, oh, do you have stinky teeth? Poor Ethan, sending all the love to him. Yeah, little E. He got home from the vet and he, like, you know how cats get real low? He, like, did that low little all the way up the stairs. I was like, oh, did I spill you all over the sidewalk, publicly humiliate you, and then identify your heart murmur? Go hide under the bed. Go hide under the bed. Poor guy. I love him so much. I feel so bad. So the vet, I guess the person who specializes in teeth, they said is on vacation. So they'll call me next week with an estimate and a date. So, I don't know anything else. I don't know. I'm not knowing. But he did need... They cut his nails. I was so happy. And I looked at the bill, and the cutting his nails was not on the bill. Little freebie. Except he was due for his booster. His, like, rabies booster and stuff. So, you know... They threw that in. Happy Q, happy 10 years. Thank you so much. Pets are so expensive. My dog is at the vet at least every other month, it seems. Yeah. Sometimes I just stand. I'm walking and I'll stop and I'll be like, 3 cats. You decided to have 3 cats. Okay, just checking. Sorry I'm late. My students were graduating today. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Does he get meds for his heart, or is there nothing you can do? So I just found out today he has a heart murmur, and they said that they send all the blood work out, and that they'll let me know. They didn't say anything like he needs to be on meds. They said that they were going to check his thyroid, but they said that they found that the majority of cats with thyroid problems are under 6 pounds, and Ethan is twice that. So the vet said she doesn't think it's anything with his thyroid, but they checked it anyway. So I'll get all the test results. That's why I'm in a good mood, because who knows? It could be, who knows? Eee. Love for Ethan. Thank you. My kitty needed about half of his teeth pulled out at the end of last year, and about 2 months ago he's diagnosed with diabetes, and a month later cancer and heart disease. Had to say goodbye to him a couple days ago. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's a slippery slope. You are, as they say, serving looks. Thank you. I don't know who I am. Who is this? Who? I'm kidding. I found a website that's all like Demon Slayer and cosplay bathing suits. It's like the world shows me this website. And they say, go ahead. And then Ethan gets a heart murmur. And they're like, give me that. Oh my god. But in other news, while I was standing outside in the rain, I'm freezing. I finished my little book. This is called Your Lie in April. It is a little manga. I'm so excited about this. So, my library has a little bitchy little shop front next door where all of the extra books from the library go, and you can buy them. Like used books, but it's cool because it's a part of the Philadelphia Library. And you can donate books to them as well, but they take a limited number of, like, donated books from people. I guess it's good, when a fresh new book comes out, the library gets 50 issues of Gone Girl or something, and then 20 of them end up at the used bookstore, whatever. So I go to the used bookstore pretty often, and I have a camaraderie with the used bookstore owner, which I like. I like our little back and forth. I walk in, she says, "There's nothing you'll like," and then I leave. And we've been doing this for, I don't know, like 2 years. So I walked in there the other day, and wouldn't you know it, one thing I might like. I'm annoying. Nice to meet you. I'm annoying. They used to keep all of the manga in the young adult section. And I'm saying there are themes in here that might be mid-range, teenager. Although I look in the mirror and I call myself a young adult, so they used to keep all the manga in the young adult section, and I was in the young adult section, pushing holes out of the way, looking for some manga. And it's always like issue 7 of something, and you're like, ugh. They moved all the graphic novels right to the cash register. So now when I walk in, look, and then I leave. It makes me feel really weird. So that's my little routine. I go like once a month. Found issue 1 of a manga. Issue 1. You can't buy issue 2. And it's always random, Naruto issue 93. I'm like, I'm a little late. So I found issue 1. I had never heard of this. But I was like, take a risk. Also, you come here all the time and don't buy one thing. I have a pile of, like, guilt books from all the times I go to the used bookstore and feel weird. I swear. But the bookstore cashier has to know. She's very blunt with me. She knows I bought those guilt books. So I bought something for the first time I really wanted. Well, it was kind of a gamble, but I really liked it. So this is Your Lie in April. This is a band kids, like, dream manga. Sometimes it feels like there's an anime or a manga for literally everything. Like, I watched something on the, like, bike tournament manga, and I was like, what? Here is a band kid manga. Of course. So, I thought this was really cool. I finished reading it and then saw the back, and it says, not for sale. So I guess this is a special edition. Really cool. Love that. I love when something is special edition. I looked it up. I think just this cover art is special edition. I think normally the cover is a little different. But this cover art set a really high expectation. April is my favorite month, so I was like, okay, let's 3, 2, 1, let's jam. So what was interesting is this is a Loot Crate exclusive. Loot Crate. Wait, don't they have the anime on Netflix? Maybe. Sure, probably. This is kind of a bop, so I could see it being turned into a manga. There are parts in this book where I laughed out loud. Not like, ha ha ha, but like because I'm out in public. this was really good. Earlier I had a complaint that I don't read manga because it goes by so fast, but now it's like, you know, taking a little break with a Kit Kat bar. It's actually really nice. Yeah, I went into this totally blind. I didn't look this up or anything, but the opportunity to buy issue 1 of a manga at a used bookstore just was so delightful to me. I was like, this has never happened. You know, they don't even have, well, they have a ton of Twilight. I was going to say they don't have, no, they do. They do. Let me stop that joke dead in its tracks. There's a ton of Twilight at the used bookstore. It's so true. Have you seen the Horse Girl anime? It's wild. I'll have to start it now that I'm a horse girl. Well, it seems like this is on Netflix if you want to watch the anime. I'm digging the book. There's this used media store in Delaware. If anyone can tell me the name of it, I feel like it's called Charlie's or something. I went there and there's so much manga, used manga. So maybe I can ask my SO to take me there again. The thing is, this manga is from 2011, so I wonder if it'll be kind of hard to get. Probably not. But I really enjoyed it. Second in Charles. Yeah. Wait, I need Twilight. What bookstore? The Goodwill. Everywhere. I feel every time I go anywhere, there's a bunch of Twilight books. Is it next to the Ben & Jerry's? No, it's next to the Philadelphia Public Library. If you go behind the library, it looks like an ice cream booth, actually. It has like an awning, and there's usually a cat outside. It's a really pleasant experience. Whenever I'm downtown, I try to walk past that way. With April and June being your faves, don't forget October. Halloween and cute mummies need you. Ooh, I love mummies. Yeah, October definitely. So, the bookstore behind the library, it's a gamble. Like I said, I go there like 12 times a year. I really go there probably twice a month. If I'm downtown, especially after I see my my nose doctor, if I'm downtown, I tend to go over there and check it out. And I'm really thinking, now that everything is opening back up, I'm going to go back to the library and see what I can do about starting my anime club. I'm pretty sad. My friend Sev was supposed to be like, we gave her a title, like the bookkeeper for the anime club, like the treasurer, not the treasurer, like the so going into it without any help is going to be tough. Are you serious? I breathed on this bitch. Get away from me. Secretary. Yeah, Sev was going to be the secretary. Gotta go to a grad party. Happy anniversary, quick. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Sev was going to be... Shake my head, Miku. Did she just lose half of her hair? She actually just burst into flames. Yeah, Seb was going to be the secretary. But this Miku will self-destruct. That Miku makes me mad. Yeah, Seb was going to be the secretary for my anime club. But the library might not even let us have clubs, so I want to go to the library and just start the process over again and just see what's up. Did you end up getting a Miku to fit in your computer case? So, I got this Miku. Easy. But she's so fragile that I'm scared to put her in the case, because if she breaks, I'm probably just going to let that ride for a few days, and it'll make me feel bad because it'll hold up a mirror to how lazy I am. So I'm keeping her out of the case Just because she's really so fragile. Like, bitch. I feel like she'd fall apart in front of a computer fan. Yeah. Glue her. I think if you glue her, it like devalues her. I don't know. I wouldn't feel right selling her secondhand because she's dog shit. You gotta get the biker Miku. All of us are supposed to have like a round one day where like Robbie and Roy and all of us go to round one. So I'm kind of just waiting. So I made a video about getting, like, using a Japanese proxy service, and I got a Miku from it, and I'm looking at her right now, and she's just everything. I wish I could show her to you right now, but I'm going to make that video next week. Oh my god! Oh, an N-Bird raid! Thank you so much! Oh my god, I love that picture you posted on Instagram earlier. Oh. Allie wears Vans. Can't skate? Me too! Thanks for following. It's Nate's birthday? Pirate Cat, thanks for following. Oh, Nate, happy birthday. Your skin is so clear. And your hair is so nice. Nonstop Jazz, thanks for following. Are those your emotes? They're so cute. Thank you, I use bar soap. Oh my god. That's great. Kelv, thanks for following. I love a bar soap moment. And Bird is glowing. Press start, Mom. Oh, thanks for following. You're in great company here by pressing start. Oh my god, happy birthday. Did you have a little birthday stream? Jalan the ginger? Thanks for following. I'm cosplaying as a ginger. He doesn't have a skincare routine, which is unfair. Loser, thanks for hosting. Oh, I had a little birthday stream. Oh, I love that. Ah, MD Star, thank you so much for following. Hell yeah. To all the raiders, what is your favorite scene from Evangelion? Amy, thanks for following. Yeah, happy bird day. That's exactly right. Happy bird day. Aw. Aw. Sneagle Mums. Thanks for following. Aw. Tella, thanks for following. Don't mind me putting on some lip gloss. Now that everybody's here. Lisa, thanks for following. Or Liza. I've learned that is also sometimes how you spell Liza. Any scene with Masato. That is the right answer. Corpse Bride, thanks for following. Can you taste better now? Yes. Yes, I can. I'm trying to get this loop out of my hair. Do you see it? Oh, Princess, thanks for the gifted sub. Enjoy your subscriptions. I like the scene with Masato at the dinner table. That was me when I had my first beer after my septum surgery. I was really like, ah. Happy YouTube anniversary. Thank you so much. Little YouTube anniversary moment. When she's on YouTube for 10 years. When ball is life. Your hair looks so cute. Thank you so much. A little moment. This is how I wear my hair to goth night. So it was really fun to create it as a Asuka look. Where'd you get those party hats? How long is in the back now? My hair's pretty long. My neighbor said something about it yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm a horse girl now. I just, like, can't help it. I gotta clean some bathrooms, but I hope you have a great day. I hope you do, too. And a clean bathroom is a nice experience, so you're doing great. When my bathroom is clean, I'm just a better person. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness, I remember when your hair was blue. Can we have an outfit tour? This is my Osaka bathing suit. So it's like a bathing suit, bodysuit. It's really hard to like get into. So I feel like it's kind of a little more for cosplaying, except in the anime she would have sleeves. And then I'm wearing like a sweat skirt that has like these stripes on the bottom, so I feel like it kind of corresponds with the show. And then this has like a cutout. I don't know if this is considered a bathing suit and I'll get flagged by the terms of service, but it has a cutout, and then the top has the O2, so it has all the details and like this turtleneck. So it's really fun. It's a really fun moment to go to the beach and be in this. It's just hard to pop in and out of. It's a one piece. Like, this keeps going. These kind of look like soda cans. So this keeps going. So the way to get into this bathing suit is to like pop through the back almost, and then like pull the top over and then pull the bottoms up. So if you're like me and you're a dirty dog who swims in the river, if you like go behind a bush to change out of your bathing suit, it's just really like, it's very not discreet at all. I have to like kind of bend over and like cashew myself and just like bust out. And then the neck, you know when it's hard to get into an outfit. Raspberry Blues, thanks for following. I was waiting for the short hair, but now her hair has horse girl powers. I need layers, because just having like hair, some layers. Happy YouTube anniversary. Loved your Delaware vid. Super cute. Makes me want to go on a little day trip. Thank you so much. We took a risk posting a vlog. And I feel personally happy about it. So, whatever. A sweat skirt. What a good idea. Yeah, it's really, it's comfy, cozy. It's cool. It has like a slit up the side, but not like a crazy one. Twitch says you need water somewhere to be in a bikini. I'll tell Twitch that this is a bodysuit. It kind of is. Like, you can swim in it, but it's like the same materials as like printed leggings almost. Grab a glass of water then. Yeah, so this is my Osaka moment. And maybe I'll get some Demon Slayer bathing suits. On Twitter, if you follow me there, I did ask the community if anyone has like a cosplay like in their closet that they're not using. Amanda, 8 months! Hell yeah. Thank you so much for continuing your sub. I love your vlogs, and if you're getting a gimbal, I'm even more interested. So I put a gimbal on my wish list, and I have to tell you guys, I did buy a gimbal. I bought a gimbal. Inu! Thank you for the gifted subs. I did buy a gimbal, and it's sad because I even packed the gimbal. But it is a gimbal, and if you don't know what a gimbal is, I could go grab it, but it's like a stabilizer. I bought one, but my camera's too heavy for it. It is ideal with a GoPro and a cell phone. So I thought my pink camera would be perfect for it, but it's too heavy. So I put a gimbal on my wish list that can hold a DSLR. There's like a DSLR on the gimbal in the image. So I'm a little sad about that. I thought, okay, I can either get a better iPhone that I can vlog with or a new gimbal. So, so I put it I put it on my wish list. I know, I feel super guilty about the quality of the camera and the shakiness. And really, I thought I was prepared, but I got the wrong gimbal because I have a spaghetti brain. Do you want to keep your hair greenish? Yeah, so I'm going to do one more green, and I have pink in my hair. I think that's it. It's just really faded. So I'm going to do that one more time. Pink and green. Then I want to get really chunky, like, ugly highlights. I don't think the sub goal is updating. Ooh. Okay, I just refreshed it. I didn't know what a gimbal was, and for some reason I assumed it was an anime figure. It's like a stick that your camera goes on, and it has a counterbalance, so it allows you to like move your camera really slow or like smoothly, because the counterbalance will move the camera along with your movements, so it's really slow. How to keep your hair so healthy while coloring it? So only a small amount of my hair is colored. I just have highlights. And the highlights, you know, they're not in great condition, but since so little of my hair is colored, the rest of it's all natural, so it's a little healthier. Actually, the like blonde piece, this blonde piece right here is actually like pretty fried. It's like kind of broken. So not all of it's super healthy, but highlights I feel like are the healthiest way to go light, because you're only lightening so little bit of your hair. Yeah, like this piece is like broken. Do you remember those wrap braids you would do at like sleepovers or like summer camp? You get like a little wrap braid, and my mom would just cut mine out. She wouldn't try to undo it. She'd be like, oh, you've had that for a few weeks. I always, when I have this little broken piece of hair back here, I'm like tempted to cut it off, because I'm like, oh, it'd just be like a little wrap braid. Just like cut it. Gundam gimbal tomato. I'm dead. Would you ever get an undercut again or a side shave? Maybe. I want to do something cool. Like, all of a sudden, this morning, I was like, oh, I want half and half hair. And I'm like, okay. I feel like I'm a little late to the program with half and half hair. But this morning, I was like, no, I really want it. I have a sponsorship with a brand for like hair coloring, so I want to do a really good job with that, and then probably I'll ride that out through the summer. Blue Goo, haven't been able to catch a stream in a minute. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thanks for being here. No, Cruella is out in cinema. I know, it's bad timing for half and half moment. Half and half scares me because half of your hair is damaged and one side is still normal. Yeah, I had a client who had half and half, her natural and blonde, and literally, like, the blonde side of her hair was shorter. Like, when it was time for a haircut, the blonde side, like, wouldn't even grow as fast. I would be like, eh. And when you were doing it, the blonde side was also so much finer. Sorry, this is like international. This is like hairdresser, but it might not seem that way, but it's somebody like rolling a brush and blow drying it. So if you're like, spark it up, this is actually hairdresser lingo. Do you have suggestions for short haircuts for thick wavy hair? Yeah, I do, but I don't know if you would like it, but I would love like a structured bob with like a like defined hard line at the bottom, but then it just like puffs out. But I don't know if you want that because it's very powerful. Every day I'm tempted to shade the sides of my mullet. That'd be sick. Ooh, and then you get a perm on top. Ooh. My sister has super curly hair and she did half and half, and the bleach side didn't shrink as much with the curl and the damage, so she was lopsided too. Yeah. You kind of have to do your whole head, I feel, and do fashion colors on both sides. Which was what I was thinking, so I would just bleach the whole head. I don't know. Or I could do natural half and half. I don't know if I've seen that done. Like a auburn on one side. I don't know. Oh, so I did ask the community if anyone had like a little old stinky cosplay in their closet that they're not using anymore, or you know, they want to donate to like Goodwill or something like that. If anybody in this community, in this chat, has a cosplay they're not using anymore, let me know. Let's talk. What is this hair? There we go. I got it. Little cosplay you're not using anymore. Let me know. This was just chilling upside down like this on all my wires. Let's not do that. Also, I got cable management for my wires, but this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right for my fucking cable management. Hello? Whatever. I think I can make it really tight. Yeah. There you go. I chose white. I wish they had, like, brown. Am I crazy? My desk is wood. And my wires from my tower go along the top of the desk to reach my monitor and my power source, which is directly under the monitor. So the wires come across the desk. So I was like, white, right? Maybe wrong. Well, it was either white, black, or like rainbow. And I'm like, okay. My window frame is white, so I guess it blends in with that. They make it in black. I thought the black would just look like a big wire. Don't unsubscribe. I know how annoying I am because I am with me every day. I love my young Leo DiCaprio haircuts, but I can't make it cute after a month. It becomes choppy around the ears. I don't understand. Saba Taz, thanks for following. That's the haircut I just gave John. And you're right, it needs to be like upkept. It gets to a point where it looks grown out. Put fake wood grain on it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I put fake marble on it, like all DIY glam offices from 2017. Would you get a Jaime haircut ever? Kind of want one. What is that? Microsoft Edge? What is going on? Oh, Jaime haircut is like the haircut. It's like bangs, and then it's like hard edge here, and then it's like hair. Um, I don't know. I like accidentally have this haircut kind of right now, but I'm not sure. This is the haircut, and here is my question: is this haircut cultural appropriation? I actually saw like I feel like I saw a girl recently with this haircut. Let's see what the blurb is. In addition to Prada Catwalk and the TikTok, several celebrities joined those responsible for popularizing the cut. This is not a signature Prada. It is a Jaime cut. It's Japanese cultural appropriation. The Japanese haircut that is Gen Z's favorite. How? Okay. Okay. I like this effect that makes this image look like newspaper. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Ooh, this one's extreme. This is kind of what I look like when I let my bangs grow out, I feel, but I've never had this haircut on purpose, like, with purpose. That's cute. I like it like this. This would be cool because I, like, curl these pieces. But I would say they're bangs. This is cute. It's all super cute. It's mad cute. I love it. Might be tricky to navigate. I'm still holding this. Ugh. Kaylin, hee-haw, happy sub anniversary. Sorry, I missed that. Hee-haw, happy sub anniversary, cute and besties. Thank you so much. I love it, but it seems like it's only for stick straight hair. Cher had the same haircut in the 60s, didn't she? I believe so. I've only seen folks of other cultures wear this haircut, but I wasn't sure about that actually. If it's considered cultural appropriation, then I wouldn't go for it. I guess I should have done that research before I asked. Oh, no. It's okay. You don't have to say sorry. It's okay. I feel like cultural appropriation is like when you can get away with something as a white person that a person of color is ostracized or harmed for, but I don't think a Japanese person would be like singled out for having a Jaime in a way a white person would not be. Yeah, I think inspired would be, yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, I've definitely seen it called a princess cut before. But I don't know, definitely cute. Right now though, I I'm out of focus. I'm gonna head out. It's a trend that comes from Japan, but not a haircut that comes from their culture or heritage. I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know. If it does, all the like haircuts and hairstyles I've had for like the last 2 years are all Korean inspired, so I never felt weird about having any of those. So I don't know. I guess this one is like so in your face though. Like people would know. Honestly though, I like having the bangs that kind of come to here and then curling them and like looking wild. I really like the earpieces. This is my move. I just trim these and having them is so nice. I love an earpiece. My earpiece goes crazy. I trim it all the time. When I'm feeling crazy, I trim it really short. I love earpieces. So if I can just have my little earpieces, then I'll be happy. Until my next haircut. I might ask my neighbor maybe for a trim, if she doesn't mind. Didn't get a Discord or email nota for this one, but I'm so late. But hi, besties. Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm sorry about that. Ever since I updated Streamlabs, I've had some issues. SMH. I still refer to your bank trip vid on the regular. Oh, thank you. That makes me happy. Ad time. I would love to run an ad. Thank you so much. You keep me young. Big vegan nerd. Happy anniversary to the bestie gang. Been a long time viewer, but love the community here. Hee haw. Awesome. Thank you. Me too. It's a pleasure. Uh-oh, is Velonia streaming right now? I'm going to run an ad. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you will see an ad, but you can subscribe for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime. You do have to Google a quick tutorial on how to use your Prime sub, but it's quick and it's painless, and you'll unlock my video archive and some emotes and some verbal praise. And you won't see ads. So I'm gonna run an ad. So I have this here. Well, I think one of these is a parking ticket. No, wait, this is a medical bill. Okay, we'll wait until the ad is over, but I can start by saying, I had a little doctor's appointment on Tuesday. 'Cause, 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 And I cannot wait for all these fucking doctor's appointments to end soon. Oh, that's me. Yes. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until I'm done with all these doctor's appointments, but it's not now, which is sad. Twinsies. This is my son. This is my mum. Okay, I think we're back from break. So, this last Tuesday, as in a few days ago Tuesday, I had what I thought would be one of my last post-op appointments after my surgery. I had surgery on my deviated septum, and I also had my philtrum scar from a stretched philtrum piercing. I had my scar revised. Basically, I had the scar removed. Removed. So I was kind of under the impression that after a couple appointments, then it would be, I thought after the initial couple appointments, then it would be like 6 months and then a year. Undersized oat. Thanks for following. So I was kind of under that impression, and no, that's not it. And I was only under that impression because I feel like I have paperwork that says that. I wouldn't have made that up. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, I did my eyebrows with an arch today. I looked at a picture of Asuka. I said, oh, I don't look like that, but I'll give myself an arch instead of straight brows. Your surgeon sounds frustrating as fuck. Yeah. When I called him the Mad Hatter, I was like, oh, I shouldn't say that. And now I'm like, is that you? So I got to my appointment Tuesday, and I waited what felt like a really long time. So I was like, I was supposed to get my, like, I keep calling them before and after pictures because I'm uncultured, but I'm supposed to get, like, post-op pictures taken. And, I mean, I could take them myself, but they're, like, for my file. I don't know. So I really kind of wanted those. I don't think my nose looks totally different, but while editing my vlog, I did notice that there's, like, I don't know. How do I say? When I take my two fingers and touch right here, I feel a ridge that I never had. I feel like a bone I've never had. It's like starts here. And I think that maybe I had a deviated septum because my nose was broken. I don't know. So maybe this was shattered in my own nose or just not as apparent. And then my brain goes into psycho mode, and I'm like, oh, you created that ridge by wearing a mask while your nose was healing. So I'm a lost cause. But I did want to talk to my doctor about that. Because editing the vlog, it almost looks like a white line across here. Even though my scar is only like anyway. So yeah, seeing like before and after pictures, that's not what they're calling them, but I don't know what they're calling them. It's like a 3D scan. They take like a whole, I don't know. I'd love to see it though. Let me see my bones. Let me see my new bones. New bone, who's this? Yeah, let me see a new bone. I have a bone ridge there. Yeah, so I never had like a pinch, but I felt John's nose, and he has it. So, a new bone to pick, honestly. So, I was in the waiting room for a true moment, and then the esthetician came out and got me, and, she gave me another Dermafile. So, all of my appointments with the esthetician aren't covered under insurance, because I guess it's all aesthetics. However, my appointment also included some physical therapy that I say with like a grain of salt, I guess, because it's aesthetics. But I had a dermophile treatment, which is really just like, it's really like a nail file made of metal that they drag all over your face. And after my nose surgery, my like skin and my oils all kind of reacted brand new. Like my nose was oily all the time. And if you've been on my stream for a minute, right after my surgery, I had to like wipe my face, TMI. But you just might remember. So the dermophile treats that. And then the dermophile treats the scarring where my philtrum piercing was. So the esthetician said that the scar tissue is harder than she would want it to be, that it's like healing hard. Instead of like soft scar tissue, it's hard scar tissue. So she scraped the shit out of it with a dermophile. I actually took the scab off of it this morning. Not ripped, but it was like time to go. It was really bright red and scary. And I filmed, so there will be a video where I'm like, ee. So she filed the shit out of it. But then she put her hand in my mouth and there's this ball of hard scar tissue and she squeezed it and just water just came out of my eyes instantly. I was like, oh, like, fuck, ow. And she kept hold of it. So she's just holding my lip, and I'm just like in all of this pain. And she's like, yeah, I found it. She said the hard scar tissue is right here. So she said, so for like 5 minutes, she put pressure on it and then released, put pressure on it, and then came out of my mouth and squeezed it this way. She said, this needs to be done almost for like physical therapy to bring back dexterity in my upper lip for whistling. Life or death if I can't whistle. Whistling, I have noticed that my face and my expressions are a little more limited, but they're so much better than they were even 3 weeks ago that I'm not accounting for all of the expressions I don't have anymore because I'm so happy to have some. I still have the lip clit. I still have that. This bump here. But I now I kind of like it. I think it makes my lips look fuller. So I'm like, sure, I'll take it. But before you used to be able to see my gums. Now you can't. So she squeezed the shit out of it. And you know what? When she let go, I felt better. I felt way better. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was a problem I had. She was like, yeah, the scar tissue inside of your mouth has hardened. So putting that pressure on it will soften it, and hopefully we can get it softer. So she said, you can try this at home, however, you won't be able to do it as well as me because your body won't let you hurt yourself. I was like, it will. But she said just like, no matter what, I won't be able to put the same pressure on it as she can. Quick and love the top. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Team no whistle. So no one told me to be massaging it. Like my last treatment, she sent me home with silicone, and I rubbed the silicone on there. And that's all I was really advised to do. So now, it's not even a massage. It's like full pressure. Like squeezing it. So, she just said that I can't do it myself because I won't be able to administer the same amount of pressure as she can to myself. So in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna go home and fucking do this the way these appointments cost. Like, no. So she said she wants me to make one more appointment with her in 1 month. And it's probably for another dermophile and another massage. Little massage, physical therapy. Did anyone tell you if the scar will heal completely or if it'll always be there? So she's pretty hopeful about it, but she said she wants me to have one more treatment after this. And you know, I care about my physical appearance. I do. I want to look good. Boo. So I'll probably do it. It's expensive and I feel bummed about it. And because it's not covered under insurance, it makes me feel like a little guilty or something. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, no one has sat me down and said that these appointments were optional, though. Every time I come here, you guys set me up for the next one, so it seems like I need them. So if anyone wants to tell my insurance that, oh, I can't whistle anymore? Is there paperwork I could fill out? This seems, surely someone at the board who loves to whistle could hear me out. You bully Ethan for his heart murmur, and he bullies you for your lip scar. Besties. So, after my appointment with her, she said to come back and make one more appointment with her, and she said that she would tell me if I needed it or not, but she believes I need one more appointment, and then my 4th appointment, maybe I won't need. So I was like, cool, I love coming here all the fucking time. So I wait in the little hallway, and I was like, oh, I'm also supposed to see my surgeon. She's like, what? So I'm waiting for the surgeon who had an appointment, came out, looked at my nose visual, and was like, look, fabulous. And then he was like, I'm actually talking to a client right now. Would you mind sharing your story with him? So I was like, well, yeah, sure. Like, I love to talk. No, but I was like, yeah. What if I said no? That would have been so fun. That would have been like taking back control of my life if I said no. But I was like, yeah, but really, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to have, like, my 3D shit done today? And he was like, no, next time. I was like, and he was like, next time, when you come here, when you're waiting in the waiting room, tell them that you're here for it, and they'll set you up for it. So, I didn't know that information. I felt like I was in the waiting room super long this time, so apparently I was supposed to tell someone that. I was like, it's not in my paperwork. Also, you didn't tell me that. I remember everything you've ever said. You didn't tell me that. So he brings me so I have to make another appointment with him to get the fucking, in a month. I wanted it now for my fucking video and for my peace of mind. I want to close this chapter. He brings me into the room with the patient, and he asks the patient, he's like, have you been vaccinated? And he's like, no. And then to me, he's like, keep your mask on. I was like, I'm gonna go psycho. Also, why haven't you had your vaccine? Huh? Then the surgeon leaves. Then he left. Me with the guy. The anti-vax, maybe? Come on, it was pretty easy to get the vaccine in Philly. Are you anti-vax? He left me in there. I don't know, to take a piss or something. He needed a little 5-minute break. I do believe the man's overworked. He said, tell this guy about his surgery. He's unsure. I personally am reaping all the benefits from surgery. So, I was like, oh, yeah, changed my life. And the guy was like, what did you used to look like? I was like, oh, it's not like, I was like, oh, no, it like is for your breathing. And he's like, can you show me what you looked like before and then show me what you look like now? And I was like, so I pulled up pictures. My Instagram has like a what is it called? Like a bookmark? A saved story? What are we calling it? These like saved stories, these buttons. I have one that's just called surgery recovery. So I clicked on that to show him, and the first picture is me giving 2 middle fingers. I said, sorry about the middle fingers. So I scroll through here, and I'm like, this was my surgery recovery. I looked like this. And then dead up, I wanted to be like, I would have before and after pictures for you, bestie. But cuckoo. Highlight, they're called highlights. Yeah. So I showed him the highlights from my Instagram, cause I take 15 pictures a day. It would take me 10 minutes to scroll to get to like March on my phone. Are you kidding me? I have hundreds of pictures from then and now. So, I show him that, and he patiently reviews the whole thing with me, and then looks at me again, and he's like, what did your nose used to look like? And I was like, broken. So I repeated, I was like, it's not a surgery where you put so much weight in how you used to look versus how it comes out. I was like, that's not really the point. I was like, I think I do look different, but that's not what I like went into this about. And then he said, thank you. Like, you can leave now. Like, that kind of thank you. I was like, I'm gonna fight. If I'm walking home and somebody calls me lady, I'm gonna fucking kill them. Thank you. I was like, my surgeon dumped me here because he probably had the same, like, dead-end conversation with the guy. He's like, yeah, I can't breathe, but what am I gonna look like? I'm like, well, he's asking the questions I didn't ask. So good on him. Was he getting a septoplasty too? My surgeon said he's getting the same surgery as me. And when I came in, I was like, oh, you can't breathe? Hey, lady, what did you used to look like? Yeah, I'm like, you can't even see me now because you didn't get a vaccine, goof. If you want to show off your face, why don't you get the vaccine? Like, that was weird. In the States, that's kind of like, especially in Philly, John and I were able to get our vaccine really early. We were both, like, fully vaccinated in, like, March. We had to wait in, like, a 2-hour line, but okay, buddy, so do you. Well, now you don't really have to. Now you can just show up at CVS, in all honesty. It's really not hard anymore. Especially as a doctor, he probably had early access. So the patient wasn't vaccinated yet. Because I was supposed to go in and I guess like show him my nose. And then my surgeon was like, to the patient, he was like, did you have the vaccine yet? And the guy was like, no. And the surgeon was like, keep your mask on to me. So I was like, what the fuck? I was vaccinated, I think, before my surgery even. So I was like, okay, buddy. Get your head in the game. I was vaccinated in the greeting card section of a Walmart. Exactly. He could have just asked, do you look really different than before? This is Doctor Strange. Yeah, so I didn't really give him that. Two-timer, thanks for following. Honestly, that's weird and inappropriate IMO. I would feel so uncomfortable with the situation. Wait, Robbie, that was going somewhere. I'm so dead. Wait. How much are we talking? Oh my god. I mean, I can unban. What's your price? Ethan's vet appointment was $300 today, so it would have to be that. Lucrative. I'm dead. What if I just had like a rubber foot and I just held it up? Yeah, so my surgeon is a madman. But now I'm attracted to him. Now I'm like, what else are we doing? Do you want to push me down the stairs? I love that. I got pics, hit me up. Do you feel okay with the doctor? He's really a character. So, in my personal life, when people ask me about him, I do explain that I'm not sure about recommending him. So far, I love the benefits. I am reaping right now. But, I also, work from home. I set my own hours. I think if I didn't have this flexibility, I would probably freak out. Because without the flexibility, I don't know if I could have had this surgeon. I don't know if I could handle this. Like 2 different times he's lost my appointment and I've had to be available to reschedule. Even my surgery was supposed to happen on a Friday, so John would have off of work and could pick me up from surgery. And then my surgeon was like, Wednesday. So, if I had a 9 to 5, like, it would just be no. And I also was severely underprepared for my recovery. So if I would have only taken a week off of work, that wouldn't have been enough. But I think you might remember, I was like, oh, I can't have my surgery on Wednesday. My partner took off of work. My partner has work, and it's not enough time for him to take off of work. And you might remember they were like, oh, you'll be fine. Oh, you'll be fine. And no. I've been told my feet look like Meg Ryan's feet. I'm fucking dead. Who's buying feet pics? I got feet. Oh, now you got everybody worked up. Now everybody's fucking pulling up their folder. Me too, though. People are always like, oh, you can't sell feet pics. The market's oversaturated. He sounds like he's some emergency surgery doctor. He sounds like he's everywhere. Yeah. So I give him, he is. The nurse told me he works with people who have been in like accidents and stuff. I was recommended to him because my case was too severe for the first surgeon who I, vetted and found because he specialized in noses. And he was like, whoa, you have to go to this guy. So, for me, I know I'm with somebody who is taking care of my needs and my special case, because I'm so special. But my shit was so severe. So, for me, like, I have the patience for him because, really, I just can't believe how bad my nose was. And that's what I'm getting into. So, I do have a hard time recommending him. One of my friends, like, in my real life was like, oh, I have the same symptoms as you. Can you let me know who your surgeon was? And I'm kind of like, you have a good job. This might be tough. If I showed up to an appointment and the office said they mixed it up and can't see me, I would be so pissed. I have to use my paid time off to miss work, and then it would all be wasted. Yeah, exactly. So I kind of take it with like two minds. I'm like, okay, in my life, the way I do things, you know, it's okay. I have a flexible schedule. I have missed a lot of work from it, and I am pissed about that. And making up the work makes me frazzled and then tired, and it's something I'm working through in my life, which is kind of frustrating. However, I will overcome. I have two minds about it, though, because I think about, like, constantly, if this wasn't my life, like, if I still worked at the coffee shop, I always give myself that other world for some reason. If I was at the coffee shop, I either would have been fired or would not have the surgery. Like, that's it. My coffee shop wasn't even flexible enough for my school schedule, you know. So, nose bone. So I checked and I don't have the nose bone. Onlybeans.com. I'm dead. So, it's super hard to talk to my surgeon, even though we're best friends. We can tell each other anything. He's still... So I went up to the front desk, like the reception, and I was like, hey, I have an annoying question. I was like, is there any way that there's like a write-up of like all the services I've had? I was like, people keep asking me what surgery I had, what happened during my surgery, and I have to keep telling them I don't know, and I feel like a crazy person. Can you help me? That's what I said. I was like, no offense. And the receptionist was like, of course. If you have any questions, always ask the girls first. I was like, oh, let's go. Let's go. She was like, I know it's a little hard to talk to him. I was like, let's go. Please validate me. I'm so crazy. I'm going so crazy right now. Your surgeon has gaslit the fuck out of me and I'm going insane. I'm insane now. I have straight-faced told people I don't know what surgery I had. And they're like, dumb, stupid. Bestie in disguise, absolutely. I felt bad too, because she was like, sorry, the printer's broken. And I was like, no printer on earth works. So, I waited. I said a prayer. I waited. And the printer worked again. And she said that she had all of the surgical notes from the day of surgery. The surgical notes. I was like, we love her. Bestie in disguise. I got spinal surgery last year and it was rescheduled so many times I ended up asking the admin woman at the hospital to be switched to another, and I got the surgery within a week. The surgeons themselves are so all over the place. Yeah. Not even your grandmom's discount printer works, I bet. No. I actually got that printer to work, but the thing is, I sat on the floor and I read the instructions from back to front. And I set it up, WP is wet ass pussy. What is this? I set it up on the, I set it up on the WSP router extension thing I have. And it works, and that's it. WPA? Yeah. I set it up that. Surgical notes are chef's kiss, so clerical. No BS. Give me the... No BS. Yeah, exactly. WPA2. Yeah, that I set up my printer to that. No bullshit. So... I can finally tell you what the fuck happened. Briefly. Some of this stuff I don't understand. Lip defect closure is what they're calling this. Lip defect closure. I'm like, that sounds like something my insurance might cover. When you put it that way, when you call it a defect, my best. Okay, so wound classification, clean, contaminated. Rude. So here we go. Nasal obstruction. What was in there? What was in there? Nasal obstruction. Deviated septum. We knew that. We knew that. Hypertrophy nasal turbinate. So I think turbinate is like the gonads of your face. Let's look up turbinate. Let's look up turbinate. Yes. It's where the eggs are kept. Ugh. You guys ready for some pictures? Oh, can you like kind of see it? Wait, ready for some? Ugh. Disgusting. Did they find a flip-flop? I'm dead. Okay. You guys see that? Yeah, it's like the gonads, the egg sac. Matt G, thanks for cheering. Enlarged turbinate. So that's, oh, you can't see my cursor? Oh, there you go. Enlarged turbinate. I saw TikTok that a baby on a plane was picking her nose too much and the baby went to urgent care and then there was a chipped human molar tooth in her nose. What? Oh, here's a good flick. Oh, Bestie, give me a proper flick of that. Well, anyway, you can kind of see a, Sir's nose here. Here's regular, just 2, and here it is obstructive, just full bullshit. Full. Shit is full to the brim. Oh, here's all the flavors. Can I have a full pick? Okay, here we go. Normal, moderate, severe, obstructive. So your best friend had this fucking honk. Everything wrong with my nose at the same time? Are you kidding? So I had obstructive, full on. Look at all the air I had options for. This sliver on a good day. Also, what device? Anyway. Is that what happens when you feel like your nose is stuffed but you can't blow anything out? That has to be it. I was blowing my nose all day around the clock. And I would always tell people, because people would be like, that's disgusting! And I'm like, nothing is coming out. It's not bugs, it's just water. And this is my favorite one. Nasal valve collapse. One of my nasal valves was collapsed. And you know what? I'm stubborn. I was not a mouth breather. So I was just suffocating. Earl Grey. Living for this look today. Happy YouTube anniversary, girl boss. TY, thank you. Dramatic nasal valve. Not the valve. We're still gonna do a video. Yeah, I'm prepped to film it next week. If my surgeon wants to play all these games, then, you know, I just have to move on. Do you still have the sniffs, or is it more like a reflex? I definitely still have some sniffs. But my nose is also, like, still healing, I feel. So, excuse me? So my nose, I would say, had no function. Just no function. And before surgery, I think I told you, they have you explain what you're having done in, like, plain language, so everybody's on the same page. And I was like, yeah, I have a deviated septum. No, bitch. You had a nasal obstruction, hypertrophy nasal turbinate, nasal valve collapse. Huh? Your nose was just decorative. Yeah. Nose didn't work. Nose didn't work. At all. I should have known when I told you guys that I couldn't taste salad, and you were like, what the fuck? I was like, come on, guys. No one can taste salad, right? No one can taste salad. Are you wearing lashes or your eyelashes that amazing? I'm wearing lashes. Nose full, no thoughts. Yeah. So, estimated blood loss, minimal. Okay. That's great. Complications, none. That's great. Okay. That's great. So here's another thing. She kept her blood. I kept the blood in my head. So I did talk to you guys. I was kind of like, nobody had a conversation with me about being put on narcotics, which seems severe. But when I came out of surgery, I was on fentanyl drip. And I was like, oh my god, fentanyl kills people. Ah! And they were like, no, it's cool. So I was kind of like, whoa. I guess I thought my consent, like, someone would ask me if that's okay. So, on here, there's actually a little note about this. It says, and it's written in first person, so I think it was his notes. Fentanyl is normal for surgery. Yeah, for sure. Like, I would have said yes. But I definitely, like, when I worked at McDonald's, one of my, someone I hired and then we became best friends got hit by a car. And I went to see him at the hospital, and he was like, don't let them don't let them use any narcotics on me, please. So my only experience was that person saying no and, like, not giving their consent. So it was kind of like, oh, my opportunity to give consent, I don't remember it. But I would have said, you know, whatever standard, I've never had surgery before. So on here it says, I have queried the Pennsylvania Prescription Drug Monitoring Database for my client to better assist in clinical decision-making regarding prescriptions for controlled medications. After querying the database and considering the clinical picture, I have determined that they are a candidate for prescription in controlled medicine. I thought that was kind of interesting, because I had that question But it wasn't like very serious because I was like, oh, I have that question because of my experience with my friend. But like I don't have an issue with it. Like whatever is procedure, I'm cool with. So I thought that was interesting that was on here, that the doctor made that note and I guess checked a database to see maybe, what's up. Yeah, when I got hit by a car, they didn't ask. Morphine right in the arm, no conversation. They might have had you sign something in a sneaky way. No, it never came up. So I guess if I had a history, it would come up in this database. Because it says it's a Pennsylvania database. So maybe different states have different regulations or ways they go about this. Procedures. So I thought that was interesting. Because it was like a question I had, but not like a... I would have been like, yeah, whatever is however it goes. Yeah, every state has a monitoring system that tells doctors and pharmacies what narcotics or controlled medications you take. They saw that you weren't abusing narcotics. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I was given Percocet when I had my C-section, and I was like, don't people become dependent on this? Yeah, that's what, yeah, it kind of scared me, because I had never heard these medications in a positive way. Like, I've heard them on the news, so I was like, you want me to take what? So that was interesting. Yeah, I don't have a, thank goodness, but I did think it was interesting. But, yeah. My, Now I have at least information, so, I'm going to go forward and make my video. I did want to wait for there to be, it to be over. But I don't think that's going to be my experience. Which is cool. Get to see my surgeon all the time. But just joining, you look so cute. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're out here. We are out here. So yeah, now I have some info. No idea that my nasal cavity was collapsed. It just it feels reassuring, really, because all these years I just thought I had the sniffles. The sniffles, I thought. Never once was I like, should I go to the doctor? I've had a runny nose for 10 years. But I was telling my neighbor last night, so many people were like, you have allergies. You have allergies. So I would take allergy medication, and I was like, this doesn't work. And they're like, oh, not that kind. I was like, okay. My partner is having a similar surgery next week. Were you able to eat while recovering, trying to see if we need to stock up on protein drinks? I was not able to eat. I drank Soylent and water and applesauce. Applesauce was everything. So I would get a pack of applesauce, Soylent or any equivalent. I got my Soylent from Target. And then on the 4th or 5th day, I had buttered noodles. Not egg noodles though. I just had ziti that John cooked soft and he put butter on. I couldn't taste them though. They could have been anything. You were Daisy May from Animal Crossing. I hate that drip too. I hate the drip. Probably why. Oh, no straw after surgery. Yeah, that's true. No straws. So you'll have to drink it out of a glass. I actually had a hard time drinking out of a bottle too. So a glass. Like this. Goop. A go-go squeeze moment, I see. Yeah, applesauce was everything. Because actually, when I was at the hospital, they crushed up my medicine into applesauce. They were like, here you go, bestie. But I was still coming down from the anesthesia, so I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake. And then I got home and I was like, oh, I'm dead. Did you start exploring the different flavors of applesauce? I really like apricot applesauce. That was hard to say. No, after surgery, there's still a couple applesauce left in the fridge, and I'm like, this reminds me of my time. Speaking of buttered noodles, I'm curious to hear your frenemies thoughts, if you're open to talking about it. Yeah, I'm really surprised. And then I'm not. It's kind of like, I feel unfair. So Trisha Paytas, Ethan Klein from H3H3 have a podcast together. And I had kind of fallen off of H3. I used to be a big fan. Then I was like, Then I fell off completely, unfollowed them on everything. And then my friend Rosie is like, you have to watch Frenemies. And then you guys were like, you have to watch Frenemies. So I started watching Frenemies, and I liked it. I don't consume a ton of podcasts, so this was kind of a nice, easy podcast for me to get into because I knew the players and I knew the situation. And it has a lot of visuals, so you can watch it. And I usually listen to podcasts, like if I'm making thumbnails for my videos or, stuff like that. I got into Frenemies, but at some points it was kind of hard for me to watch because of the bickering between them. But also it's called Frenemies, so the bickering is a part of it. So I tried to watch the last episode of Frenemies with Trisha and Ethan both in it, and it's kind of funny because I couldn't get through the episode because of the bickering. The bickering was so much. I actually turned it off because I couldn't concentrate on what I was working on. So I was like, oh, the bickering is so much. So what made you fall off H3? I feel like Hila, I like Hila as a human, but I don't know, I could never get super into them. I really liked them when they were comedy YouTubers, and they had some YouTube videos that were the video I would show people to get them into YouTube. So 4 or 5 years ago, when I feel like most people were still on Netflix or maybe even cable, maybe I'm talking to the wrong people. I feel like all of us have consumed YouTube. But for my peers, my coworkers, my friend Ryan, H3 is the YouTube channel I showed him to be YouTubers make this. And it was when Ethan and Hila lived in a shitty apartment. It was just very organic, a reflection kind of the community at large. I'm look at these people. They live in this shitty apartment together, and they're kind of an odd couple, and they make these funny videos. So it was kind of I don't know, I felt like it reflected well on the community that I felt like I was in. Not that I'm in commentary, but individual people trying to make it. Because I feel like Ethan said he wanted to be a comedian, and then he just made it happen. So I kind of liked that. But then I kind of lost that connection with them, and I felt less and less of it, and then I didn't feel it at all. And I feel like I actually lost some of that feeling when they blew up, so that's kind of unfair, but that's how I feel. Then they were talking about cars they bought and stuff like that, and I had lost that connection with them. So then I got into Frenemies per recommendation, and I kind of like the duality between somebody so oddly paired with this Ethan Klein. So I kind of liked that because I was kind of sick of Ethan, and then I liked someone like coming for him, and then Trisha is someone who I've never connected with, so I kind of liked Ethan talking to her as well, because the way he talks to her I kind of related to, when I feel like I would normally relate to Trisha as the female character and I couldn't. So that was interesting to me, enough to hold me. But so yeah, their last episode, the bickering was so much that I actually turned it off. And normally, I won't sit through like a whole podcast. Maybe I'll revisit it, or if like the highlights come up that look interesting, sometimes I'll do that. I saw that the podcast was about Gabby Hanna. Like that, I think that was the title of the podcast. And I was almost like, yeah, what is going on with Gabby Hanna? Like, I hear this stuff all the time, and I just have no idea. But whenever I hear Gabby Hanna, I kind of, like, perk up a little bit, because forever in my comments, people were like, you look like Gabby Hanna. So I emailed Gabby Hanna, and I was like, we should collab, because people say I look like you. And she just replied, LOL, that's funny. So, whenever I hear Gabby Hanna's name, I'm like, oh, that time. So the video was called Gabby Hanna. I clicked on it. And by the time I clicked off the video, Gabby Hanna was not talked about at all. Just their bickering was so crazy. It seemed playful, like it kept going. But I was like, this is like making me feel weird. So I guess at the end of that episode, the bickering escalated, and Trisha walked off of the set and then made her own video that night or the next day saying she had quit the podcast and hadn't even consulted with Ethan about it. So, Just Join You looks so good. Thank you. Trisha uses all pronouns. She has specifically put she, her, and they, them on Insta. Okay, that's good. What made Trisha redeemable? I haven't watched Frenemies. I don't know with her history on YouTube, the videos she made, not a fan. I don't really know. I never got into Trisha. It was kind of just like, it was really just the juxtaposition between these two characters for me. Almost like a male commentator channel, and then Trisha, who almost would be the character you would commentate on, then being in the ring with commentator. That for me was interesting, because you've never seen that. You hear all these commentary channels and then go after the same couple people, but then you put the person in the ring and you're like, that's kind of interesting. But now, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. So I watched Ethan and H3 basically made Trisha tolerable again. So I did watch Ethan Klein made an explanation video, and he kind of broke down everything. It looked like Trisha felt if Trisha goes by she, her, and they, them, I am calling her she in this, but it is the language that Ethan uses on the podcast, so I think it's okay. So I saw that Ethan kind of broke down the fallout. Trisha had an issue with her payment, how she was paid, the staff, the location of the podcast. A lot of stuff, it seemed like, was stacked up, and it seemed Ethan and H3 Productions were really accommodating to keep Trisha on there. And it just seemed like Trisha had a lot of complaints about it. It seemed really frustrating. It seemed like, if anything, Ethan would have been the person to pull out, and it was Trisha. So, for me, like, I don't have that history with Trisha, so I'm not, like, it's not my gut instinct to, defend her. I haven't watched any of her videos. I kind of feel like they're difficult for me to watch because I feel like she's explained that sometimes she makes these videos in like a manic state. So I feel like endorsing them with my view feels a little strange for me. A little like peeking through the curtain a little bit feels a little, I don't know. So watching Ethan's video, yeah, it just seemed like the power imbalance was really unfair, but he was still trying to be super accommodating. And then Trisha walked out. I don't know. It seemed really tough. I do feel for him. It seems really tough. I don't know. Trisha has like a very public mental health journey that seems pretty difficult. I was talking to John BDD, borderline BP, BPD, yeah. I was talking to John about that because I don't really have any experience with it, and he was kind of shedding some light on it with me, and it seems really tough. I thought Ethan's explanation was very careful, and I thought it was really fair and balanced with the language that he used, and he just said, while he understands and appreciates what she's going through, he is also really accommodating, but he said, you know, he only has so much patience. He said something like, I don't have superhuman patience. Like, I just have regular patience. And I thought that was worded pretty fair. I think I've been, maybe all of us have been in a position where we're dealing with somebody who has mental health issues, and we try to be patient, and we look up maybe even what they're going through online and read stories about it and try to have empathy and understanding. And you can have patience and forgiveness, but you can also ask yourself, like, you know, how hard is this? Is this really hard on me? Like, am I looking out for myself in this? Like, am I exerting too much? Am I losing myself in this? Am I being, am I in a toxic situation? Am I being bullied? So, I thought it was interesting that Ethan said that publicly, because I don't hear that discourse super often. I hear the discourse, like, be there for your friend, but I don't as much hear the discourse, like, do what you can. It's okay to take a step back and look at, like, everything you've tolerated. So I thought that was interesting, being something I've rarely heard before. So I think hearing it from somebody, like, on a human level, that sounded, in my opinion, very honest, especially as a viewer and someone who's been in the YouTube ecosystem for so long. I'm so aware that Trisha is, like, a lot. So someone who was really patient with her and tried to give her everything to accommodate her in the name of, like, her mental illness and just the spectacle of her, like, accommodate her. It was definitely interesting to hear someone be like, I did everything I could and was still willing to keep giving, and then Trisha pulled out. I haven't heard Trisha's side, but Ethan said some of it was a staff dispute and a payment dispute. I thought that was interesting. I caught an episode of Frenemies where Trisha said that all the money she's ever made from Frenemies, she used to buy a designer bag. And at the time, it seemed like so Trisha, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's so Trisha. But stuff like that as a viewer turns me off because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, go for it. Like, there's definitely, do I have a Miku that I just paid for? You know, I get it. But at the same time, I was also like, you spent, like, I don't know how much Birkins are. Aren't they like $100,000? Aren't they like made of one, like a rare alligator? Like, I don't know. So I remember watching that episode and being like, ooh, I don't know. That's like, okay. And then I only remembered that because, like, I don't know, like, that, I don't love, you know what I mean? I don't know. I grew up punk. I'm not like, what's a Birkin? But I'm kind of just like, oh, I don't understand, I guess. So then when it was a payment dispute, I remember the Birkin thing being like, but you spent all your money on one thing. You know what I mean? Like, a payment dispute that is like, Ethan said that the 5%, like, they break it up, and I guess each get 45, and then the rest is used for like staff and budget and location and set and insurance for the crew and etc., like, you know, etc., janitor, I don't know. And he said that he sends Trisha an itemized receipt or like an itemized breakdown every month of where that money goes. So then some of the dispute was about that money, and I remember like really being like, but you spent all of the money on one thing, a purse. So then I was like, I don't know. That feels weird to me, I guess. But I don't know. Some people say like, those purses hold equity, they hold value. So it's kind of like buying stocks or a Bitcoin, I guess. And if Trisha was like, oh, I spent all my money on a Bitcoin, I think people would be like, oh, okay. So I can see like, oh, she invested her money in the bag, but I also believe she had it customized. So I think if it's like, you know, I don't know if she got like her initials on it, but anyway. Yeah, I don't care about the consumption of the rich. It's not appealing at all. Yeah. I think that was hyperbole, though. I think that's how much the bags cost. I think they cost, like, I think they cost that much money. I think they cost, like, $100,000. Or, like, $300,000. How much is Birkin? A Birkin bag ranges from $8,500 to $2 million. Okay, that's... that doesn't help, kind of. What is the cheapest Birkin bag? The cheapest Birkin bag is $10,000. Okay. I'm not sure. She can spend her money however she wants, but it seems like a pretty reasonable thing to be like, well, the crew gets 5%. I don't know. I feel for Trisha in... Wait. I feel for Trisha in a lot of ways, but they go back and forth on what they want as far as involvement with frenemies constantly, and I couldn't imagine working with someone like that. Ethan's frustrations over the money thing is completely justified in my opinion, especially considering they're using H3 resources to do frenemies and Trish just has to show up, film, and leave. Yeah. Ethan literally bought a Rolls Royce on a bet in an episode. They're so far removed. Yeah, I think that's why I stopped watching H3H3. I think it was when I stopped watching H3 when Hila bought, like, some car. I think she bought the, like, Tesla truck. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna watch Tokidoki Traveler, I think. I'm good, I think. A lot of Trisha's problems were that 5% of the show and 100% of the highlights were towards production, so Trisha felt like she should have a say on who was hired for Frenemies. I watched all of Trisha's videos. For her main issue is that she's very limited creative control over the show and what kind of turned the money, and that kind of turned the money dispute and the new hire dispute. Okay. Ethan needed Trisha for this podcast, and that's why he's upset about it. Trish will move on and still be popular. Ethan, not so much. It's a strange mix with Trish too, because they have mental health issues, but they are also selfish and problematic, and sometimes use triggered and PTSD as an excuse to get their way all the time. I have a lot of empathy for BPD and bipolar, but yeah, there's only so much you can do if they aren't willing to meet you halfway. Yeah, I guess my whole takeaway was like, as the show has also like made me uncomfortable. I've turned it off. There's been times out loud, like I'm not kidding. There have been times out loud where I've been like, Trisha, like that, like just watching. Other times though, like, you know, the podcast was definitely one of the front runners in like bringing a lot of toxic drama out there, which I thought was, you know, I think Trisha had a lot of experience with the David Dobrik situation, and I really felt for her because she was like, no one ever listened to me, and look, it was all true. Like, that felt very gratifying for me as a viewer to watch that kind of grow and develop, and I was actually really happy for Trisha because I feel like I've said that in my life, and I've met people before in my life who said that, so it kind of felt good to see that happen and gratify this person who has been through this trauma. I think, though, there are other aspects of the show that, like, the bickering and stuff like that kind of cringe me out, and there were just times where I was like, Trisha, I think it was a huge show. It seemed like all at once everybody liked it, so I was like, that's pretty powerful, that's pretty interesting. I think the way it's come out though, all this drama, like watching Ethan's take, and some people in the chat have mentioned Trisha's take, I don't know, it seems like a huge blowout. I don't know if it could be repaired. And I also think Frenemies made some public enemies that are probably really digging this right now. Like, I couldn't help but think of, like, Keemstar covering this and feeling very satisfied. I don't know, I feel like it's probably over. But they really just needed to have a meeting. I'm dead. Yeah, for real. Frenemies and Quicken Streams got me through this pandemic. LOL. Yeah, I agree. Frenemies is probably over. Yeah, I think that so much stuff was aired out that now I have, like, a bad feeling about it. Just better for them to go their separate ways, TBH. Ethan tried to be civil and reach out to her privately, but Trish went on a public rampage and slandered Ethan really badly. Yeah. It just seems like... I don't know, you ever do something wrong, and then you're like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I feel like I'm having that feeling watching this happen. So I'm like, I don't like how that feels. So I'm just not going to expose myself to it so I don't have to feel it. I guess it's anxiety. Like it's making me feel that way. Like colloquially, I'll be like, oh, that gives me anxiety. But I think I am literally experiencing it, witnessing this. And I have a policy. I don't do like drama channels and stuff like that. So all of this is kind of like flirting with like a boundary I've already set for myself anyway. Moses and Trish's relationship makes me uncomfy. Like, you know, it's got to be terribly unhealthy. I don't know. I don't follow Trish on like TikTok or any other socials. I also don't follow Ethan on any other socials, so I really don't know much about their personal life that they unless they share it. But it seems like Moses goes to all of the filmings, so I don't know. I really, really hate how deep I got sucked into this drama. I feel yucky. I couldn't look away. Yeah, it was unexpected, but then as it unraveled, I was like, yeah, makes sense. So that was like very strange. I was like, what? But yeah. I don't think I would have bought Frenemies merch anyway, though. I don't know. It looked cute. I actually genuinely really like Teddy Fresh. I think the things they come out with, I genuinely really like. I just don't buy them. I don't know. I have their original Teddy Fresh hat from their first release. I'm kind of like, is this worth money? Loosum, thanks for following. Yeah, they talked about this on the podcast, her going through his DMs and being really invasive and controlling. It's out there that she hit him and refused to let him take his keys to leave. What? Holding Unit 2 for emotional support. Look at that. Ethan actually posted a new video during the stream, probably addressing it more. Should we check it out? Or are we like... Big Vegan Nerd, thank you so much! Thank you for the beep, 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 beep. I think I can do this. Ethan's new vid is them going to one of those places where you destroy stuff, like breaking plates and shit. Okay. If it's a topic that's making you feel ick, we can move on. It's okay. It's definitely like, it's something in my life that I am talking about. Like, John, what happened to John? He was at work and he was cutting this type of wood, that I guess it's sealed with something, and he wasn't wearing a mask, I'm guessing, because he said, he was cutting this wood at work that is sealed with something, and he breathed it in, and now he's sick. He actually came home from work. So when I got back from the vet, he was laid up on the couch watching the Ethan Klein, like, explain podcast by himself. I was like, there's no new skate videos? What are you doing? But I went downstairs to make him tea before stream, and he was watching like a documentary on trolleys, so I was like, okay, just a fluke. But in my house, yeah, this was like something to be discussed. Oh, yeah, I think the wood was pressure treated. I don't know. He gets a sinus infection every year. But it sounds like he wasn't wearing his mask. Teddy Fresh has kind of transcended H3H3. It's not just H3 merch. Hila is a Banff. Yeah, I really like Teddy Fresh stuff. I love teddy bears, and I love like streetwear. I just feel like it's so, I don't know. I feel like if I wear it, it's an endorsement. You know what I mean? I can, like, off the top of my head, name, like, 5 YouTubers I've seen in Teddy Fresh stuff. So, in that, I feel like it's kind of an endorsement. I don't know. But yeah, if the new video is just Ethan like blowing off steam, it doesn't seem like it's probably like drama. Honk. But I don't know. I'm like making so much anime related content, I feel like, on my YouTube channel. I'm like kind of worried that it's like too much. I don't know. I'm trying to like, I don't know. I want to make stuff about like, I want to make videos about stuff I care about and stuff I do every day, and so much of the content I consume is like YouTubers and then like anime, and I kind of don't consume like anything else. But it's been that way for years, so I feel like it's very honest. But then, strangely enough, anime is like kind of divisive. So I don't know. Like, I can do upcycle video that is like about sewing and like in theory about sewing, but it's like anime stuff. I don't know. When you were bending your Miku in that video, I was like, girl, no. She like leans, and I read a review and a ton of people were like, my Miku is leaning. So I was trying to like push her. The plastic is like soft, so I was trying to like straighten her up, and I fucking broke her. Could you do like an intro to anime thing, if that makes sense, but I've never really watched anime and would love a fun little guide. Yeah, I don't know. Then is it like, if I make that video, is that my like, then am I an anime channel? That's the thing about YouTube, you like have to be one thing, and it's like so challenging. I'd love to make that video, though. So, Anime for Dummies 101. Anime in Disguise videos. That's how they've been so far. I don't like anime, but I like watching you talk about topics you're passionate about. You have enough variety and content when you talk about anime, it's not over the top. Okay. Would it work on your second channel? Maybe. Or I could have a whole new channel. But then it's like, well, what goes on my main channel then? Your new vlog is so good. Thank you. I could use an anime 101. That'd be cool. I'll do it. My video on like how to use a Japanese proxy service is gonna go on my second channel. 3 channels for 3 cameras. I'm dead. that'd be cool. Thanks, guys, for your input. I personally don't like channels that do the same thing over and over. I really enjoyed your content because of your personality and because it's always a variety of interesting topics. Hell yeah. Okay. That makes me feel good. It doesn't make sense that YouTube doesn't care for variety channels. I think it's just the way the algorithm is built. Unless you subscribe to like a variety channel, then it's pretty easy to lose it. That could be my new thing. Subscribe to my channel or you might lose it. So, earlier I was talking about this Your Lie in April manga that I really liked. So on the back of it, it says, not for sale, Loot Crate exclusive. So I contacted Loot Crate, and they are going to sponsor unboxings on my Twitch stream. I thought that was really, really cool. The unboxing itself would not be sponsored, but they'll give me a code. So if people use my code, then that becomes like an affiliate link. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have never ordered a Loot Crate, and my only experiences with Loot Crate have been like at the thrift store getting something that says Loot Crate or like something like this, for example. But I contacted them, and they're sending the anime box and the Crunchyroll box. And they also have a Gundam, like a Gunpla Gundam kit Loot Crate. So, my mouse pad is from Loot Crate from the thrift store. Yeah, I always see Loot Crate like at the thrift store. CEO in the house. All your anime content makes me want to get into anime. Well, that's cool. I like that. I used to work at a reuse store and we would get Loot Crate stuff all the time. Yeah, it seems like that. So, we'll be unboxing Loot Crate on here. I'll be completely honest with you guys, I generally am. So that'll be cool. If anyone's ever gotten like a bop from a Loot Crate, do let us know in the chat. If I got this in my Loot Crate, that would be sick. I would love issue 1 manga in a Loot Crate just to like get into it. I think that this was really effective. I plan on buying the series. A cool figure. I saw Loot Crate is doing a collab with Inuyasha, I think in like September or something. So I did contact them about that as well. After we agreed to like a partnership, I was like, they were like, any questions? And I was like, I'd love to work on the Inuyasha box. That's like a show I grew up with, whatever. I follow someone who tries to avoid the system with codes and getting a share from that because they don't want to depend on the sales through codes and push people to buy stuff. It's difficult. Can you rephrase that? Like they get a discount on their box every time? They usually have some baller pins. Okay. I had Loot Crate for like 2 to 3 months back in 2013. The t-shirts were cool, but also it was a lot of junk and then 2 Funko Pops. I don't like Funko Pops. I think they mean they follow an influencer that won't use codes because they don't want to push stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this will be my first... I mean, Entertainment Earth gave me an affiliate code, but it's really difficult to use their website. So, I guess I don't push that either. I won't overbear you guys with code. I'll unbox the Loot Crate and then provide my code if you guys also want to get the Loot Crate, I think. Sorry, I didn't understand what you meant. I was thinking of, like, as you said that, at the same time, my mind was relating it to, I saw this, like, thing on Twitter where this kid uses a new email and a new trial for Crunchyroll every month, and he was like, I've never paid for Crunchyroll in 2 years, and he, like, showed all that. So I was thinking of somebody who uses, like, a free trial every single month. So I'm sorry, I thought that's what you meant. Entertainment Earth needs a graphic designer. It's really tough because my Entertainment Earth coupon code only works on things that are in stock, and Entertainment Earth sells a ton of pre-order. So it's like a good website to know about, especially if you want to pre-order like Miku figures. But my code doesn't work on stuff like that. And they give me a gift card to put together stuff for like my videos, and then my gift card can only buy things that are in stock as well. It works because then, like, if you like the thing in my video, you can use my code to buy it, but it requires a little bit of strategy to figure out things that are in stock. Sorry, I had trouble translating it. I think she wants regular pay and no money through purchases through her codes. Oh, I understand. She wants the company to pay her so she won't have to use codes. That's what we all want. That is what we all want. Do you still do stuff with Hot Topic? Yeah, Hot Topic just sent me a bag of stuff. I think I'm gonna make a TikTok with it, so I'll just give you guys a sneak peek, but these are bike shorts. How cute. I've never seen this design before. These are medium. I also got a size large, and I think the large hit. But I think I'm gonna make a TikTok with it. So Hot Topic did send me some stuff. My dream company to work with, I'm really not sure. I should have a better answer, but I'm really not sure. I thought you had ended your relationship with them. So so now, like, if I have a video idea or like a concept, I'll hit them up and I'll tell them about it. But I don't do a lot of the, like, Instagram stuff. Just a nice story. I'm wearing a Death the Kid shirt from Soul Eater today, and this guy at the store asked me if it was him, and then went on to have a nice interaction. No, what's your favorite scene crap? Yeah, like, that's perfect. And, like, I have that Ghost in the Shell shirt that I wear a lot, and sometimes I feel like it might be offensive because the character's naked, and it was funny, I was looking at the shirt the other day, and my commentary on it is always like, oh, you can see her breast. That's why, like, at my old job, I was discouraged wearing that shirt. And then I realized her whole ass is in it. Like, the crack and everything. I've always been so focused on the boob being out. the boob. I was wearing that shirt, and I was at Dunkin' Donuts, and the cashier was like, what is that? What is that? Like, to my shirt. And I was like, oh, it's this movie. And she was genuinely interested in it, but it came from this, like, maybe faux pas way, because you don't want to, like, let people know that you don't know a thing. You know, I half expected her to be like, oh, that's what I thought, you know, when you want to be smart. So, for her to be so honest to just be like, what is that? I thought that was really cool. Those are the interactions, like, I'm suited for. Like, I have a lot to say. Give me something I can talk about. But don't give me something I have to, like, defend. I'm weak. So stuff like that's really cool. Oh, should I talk about this? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. When I take the bus, on my bus route is a cat girl. A cat girl. There's a cat girl on my bus route. And it's when I tell you we're on the same schedule because I see her all the time, I'm being 100% genuine. I ran into the cat girl like 7 times. And we get off at the same stop, too. I don't know what to do. And I was on the bus. What is Castle in the Sky? No, Castle in the Sky is called Castle in the Sky, right? The Studio Ghibli Castle in the Sky. I have this terrible shirt that is really just like a frame from the movie, Castle in the Sky. Ghibli, Studio Ghibli movie. I couldn't be more obvious. I'm fucking like, I don't know how to bridge the gap. Bring some catnip next time. There's a cat girl on my bus route, and I don't know what to do about it. Wear your bear ears and make friends. I wear them like 3 times a week, so there has to have been like a crossover. There has to have been a time when I was wearing them, because I wear them a lot. There has to have been a time where I was wearing them. Ask her favorite Eva scene. Do you think that's too much? Do you think it's like too... I don't want to... Yeah, so there's a cat girl on my bus route, and there is another girl who was wearing a Demon Slayer printed face mask. And I sat next to her. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to do. With COVID, I don't talk to strangers. For both of us. Play Cat Girls Are Ruining My Life on a speaker and make eye contact. She wears headphones. One time I heard her complain. That's it. So I know she's like irritated and a cat girl. And I know where she lives. Because the bus stop she gets on at. Knock up. Hi, so I don't have a car, right? And either do you. So anyway, I see you. Do you want to go to a rave with me? My boyfriend won't go. Hey, yo, can you come out and play? Oh my god, if I was 10, it would work. Invite her to the stream. She's a feral cat girl. She just comes in here and fucks everything up. Steals my identity. Ask your mom if you can have a sleepover. I'm dead. My mom is like, do you want to come over? It's my birthday. Does she wear cat ears every time you see her? Every time she's had them on. If there was a time she had them off, I didn't identify her. No, she has them on every time she has them on. And I don't think she's a teenager. I think she's an adult. I think she's my age. Which is sick. Ask if she knows Olive. Oh my god, do you know Olive? Feral cat girls are ruining my life. I'll be on that album cover. Is it the same ears? Yeah, it's the same ears. They are... I won't say. I don't want to, like, tell you her breed or whatever. Show her a pic of Olive's dad and his balls. Are you Olive's mom? Wear the bear ears. So I'm saying there has to have been a time I was wearing them because I wear them a lot. I unapologetically am constantly wearing the bear ears. Compliment her outfit, and if she's receptive or gaps, offer your Instagram. That's what I have to do. She, like, how do I say? I think she just, like, wears the burden of, like, being a woman on public transit, like, on her expression. Like, she gets on the bus and she's like, and, like, comes and, like, sits down and then, like, looks at her phone. And I'm like, me too. But I don't have an in. I have to trip her or something, catch her. Oh, we love her. Yeah. 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 Yes, trip her. I'm gonna go in a full Miku wig and just sit on the bus and be bored. Ride it all day. Drop a pen. Bend and snap. I would like to make a friend with a girl boss on public transit, though. Sit in the seat right in front of her so she sees the bear ears. I get on the bus before her. Hand her your phone and say, can you take this for my Insta? No, then she'll think I'm a tourist. She'll be like, you're not from Philly. I would dress to impress her every time. I am! Maybe she thinks Ghibli's overrated, which is very cat girl. She's like, meow. Okay, my question. Are all cat girls into anime? Can you be a cat girl without... Or is there always a connection? They have to be, right? I don't know. It's a Venn diagram. I think there's a connection. I think they usually overlap, but not always. This is interesting. There's a cat girl on my bus route. But even though I am displaying my weeb peacock feathers, she walks right past me. I knew a goth cat girl, no anime involved. She's gothy. Fuck. I forgot about the goth cat girl pipeline. I don't know. Wear the long Eva shirt. That shit is so cursed. That and my, like, Kevin Smith baggy jeans just, like, roll up. I think I have to take the bus hostage. And then the next day she'll be like, oh, you were the girl who took the bus hostage. Notice me, senpai. That would work. I have to take the bus hostage. To be fair, I don't like to bother strangers on the bus, even when I think they're cool. So maybe they want to reach out, but I don't want to overstep. So I wasn't following her because I was in front of her. We both got off the bus at the same time. Actually, the day I went to Delaware. We both got off the bus at the same time, at the same place, and we were both stuck at the red light. So I reached out to hold her hand. No. But, yeah, nothing. She didn't take her headphones out. I can't ask her to do that. Walk up to her and ask if she dropped this anime book. You fucking pull it. Is that yours? Did you drop that? It looks like a copy of Your Lie in April. Is that yours? Meet cute potential. You trip her gently. Pass her a note that has a check yes or no friendship. I met a guy that I dated for like a year because I passed him a note at the Olney bus depot. I miss him. I wrote him a haiku and I gave it to him with my phone number on it. I miss him. So that does work because I couldn't even get rid of him. But it's too much for us to just be bros. Like, I just want, like, a cat bro. Not even, like, a cat owner. I want to go to the rave with her. I accidentally bought 2 boba teas. Do you want it? Oh, my God. She'll be like, is it made with real milk? Meow. Maybe call animal control to capture her for you. Okay, okay. That's way better than taking the bus hostage. Just a note that says, nice ears, you rave. Nice ears. Do you have enhanced vision at night? Because I know a rave in the middle of the woods, and I need a guide. Actually, yeah. I have 3 cats and wouldn't mind a 4th one. A self-sufficient 4th one, actually, would be ideal. We're getting somewhere with this. My cat's favorite treats are Rachel Ray's wheelies. Maybe you can offer some of those. She gets on the bus and I just scatter. When you scatter bait in the Animal Crossing, she slips on it. Oh! She's headphones in. She's headphones in. A laser. I can't imagine approaching a cat girl because what if she hissed at you? I know. And my cats, when they act up, I ask them, like all of them, like, why did you meow? Why did you hiss at me, girl? I don't know her name. I say her bus stop number. Make a glow stick path to the park and maybe she'll follow it. Toss a tinfoil ball. Howl at her first to assert dominance. She's secretly in the chat. No. There's no way. I've made myself visible to her. She gets on the bus and I'm like... I straighten my back. I reverse scoliosis. I do this. And I don't listen to music on the bus. I just sit there. You might think I was completely psychotic. You get on the bus and I'm the standing emoji, but seated. Listen, I don't get out of the house a lot, so when I'm on the bus, I'm I'm in it. No escapism. I'm in the bus. NPC mode, really. I'm just on the bus. She saw your Q tattoo and found you on the internet. If she googled Q tattoo, she would not be brought here. She would be brought to Facebook. You raw dog the bus ride, bestie? Wild. I do. I experience it. I am on the bus. Down a rabbit hole. She wanted to get to know me, but she thought I was QAnon. She was like, ooh. It's like, no, I was first. Does she wear any anime tees or anything that you could compliment? No, she's a black hoodie on. I don't know. There's a cat girl in my bus route. And I don't know what to do. I like your plain black hoodie, bestie. Oh, she's cozy. I love that plain black hoodie, bestie. This exemplifies making friends in adulthood. Thank you for the ad time. I did just look at the clock. Running an ad. Oh wait. Did Robbie just run the ad? I can't click on it. Honestly, you could just go up to her and be like, I like your cat ears, you seem cool. The way you said honestly is very confident. She has headphones in. Airdrop a rave invite to her phone. Do people just have airdrop on? Listen, I'm dumb. Whenever I read these things where it was like, I was on the plane and somebody airdropped me, I'm like, is your airdrop just on? Is it Bluetooth? I think the ad button is broken. I've had to refresh it. I've just been running an ad this whole time. Oh, here it is. Okay, running an ad. Off topic, but I've been looking for a new villager this entire stream and I'm almost out of miles. Pray for me. I'm sorry. This ad failed to run because the channel recently ran an ad. Okay. I guess maybe you can only run them once an hour? I just got an ad. Oh, okay. Every 21 minutes. Oh, okay. Make eye contact until she takes the headphones out. That Miley Cyrus meme. I have an ad right now. Okay. I'm reading that, but you can't hear me. Round one liked my photo. Please acknowledge me. If my dream company to work with would be Round One. Period. What if you also wore cat ears and waited for her to approach you? That sounds like a good idea. So, are cat girls furries? I think it's I think it's a division of furry. No? Ask Olive for advice. No, they're cat girls. Right. Okay. Because my next question would be, where do I get the cat ears? Do they have to be specially made? Hold on. Before we get into this. John? If I'm a cat girl, is that too much? Can I wear the ears? Can I wear the ears? Out? Is that okay? I might have to tread lightly. John doesn't want any more vet bills. I'm fucking dead. When is his birthday? It's next week. I had to start planning his party. And I didn't get him anything. But sometimes the party is the gift, right? I only got him like one thing. Are cat girls separate from the pet play kink community? I think so. Unless like 24/7 you're a cat girl, right? You could get him something small while you're planning. I found this company. So Chicago Metro, the Chicago Public Transit, has a gift shop and they make a body pillow. But the shipping says 10 to 12 days, so it won't get here in time. But a public transit, like a subway car body pillow. But it says the shipping is like 12 days. So it's too late. I don't know. I feel bad. His Christmas present was late too. So then he's like, bitch, just... You didn't know it was coming? The mail has been crazy this year. Get him a respirator. He has one, girl. Like... Yeah, I just, The party's gonna be really cool. And the party is, like, not without labor to produce. Good cat girl talk. Yeah, because furries aren't always kink. So cat girl might not always be kink. Which I agree. Sometimes you're just a cat girl. She doesn't have a tail. Or gloves. Just ears. I don't know. There's a cat girl on my bus route, and I don't know how to bridge the gap. No collar. I'm dead. So anyway, I wrote down her address, and I figured for the rest of the stream we could reverse search it and figure out her first and last name and birthday. What do you guys think? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, I did get a strand of her hair, though. Cat girl stalking. Send her a pizza. Bro. That's bestie talk. What if she doesn't eat cheese? What if she does eat cheese? I noticed you were a cat girl. Do you want to go to a rave with me? No opportunity to talk, so you'll just have to get to know me through dance. That's how you make friends. Figure out her diet by stalking her. Oh, I can go through her trash. I could refurbish some of her old ears. That'll be fun. Oh my god. Upcycle. That's cool. I don't think John wants me to be a cat girl. No, I am kidding. I would never stalk her or anyone. Put the rave flyer on a pole out front of her house. Her trash is all fish bones. Oh yeah, she has to eat meat, right? Now you have to be her friend and show her this VOD when you guys are super close. That is aspirational content. Oh, me and my cat girl on our rocking chairs on my porch one day. Oh, you know, there was a stream about you long ago when I fantasized about making you my friend. To 150 people. Yes, yes. Love the top you're wearing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe she'll join your anime club. I don't know how she'd find out about it. If not through, like, word of mouth. Because my anime club will probably start with my subscribers. And then hopefully they invite someone. Post a flyer on the bus. A different cat girl finds it. She's like a stray cat girl. She like smokes. Just you. Tell the bus driver to make an announcement about it. He would kick me right off the bus. He'd say, okay, get out. Yeah. Oh, I was on the bus yesterday. No cat girl. The guy behind me was watching Prawn. Dead up. I was so pissed. I was like, I'm gonna fucking tell the bus driver. But then I was like, the bus driver's not gonna care. So I sat there. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. If I would have been in a gender studies course, that would have fueled my semester. Fueled. Diesel. I was pissed. And then I turned around and he had the like blue jumpsuit, like the mechanic jumpsuit. I was like, he's not gonna get in trouble. The bus driver's gonna be like, sit up here with me. Period. Without headphones. No, just... I heard breathing, and I was like, that's weird. And then I heard more, and I was like, that's not what I'm hearing. And then I heard... I was like, oh, my fucking... everywhere. Like, when I worked at S-Bucks, people would watch Prawn in the cage. So much it's surprising. What's the cage? What's the cage? What's the cage? The cafe is the cage? Oh, the cafe. Oh, it was a typo. Oh. Oh, okay. I was very scared. I thought maybe that was like slang for the walk-in freezer. I was like, I get dairy alternative. That's interesting. I've never thought of someone just simply watching it. Yeah, that happened on the bus yesterday. I was so pissed. And I was holding my box that had my Miku in it. I was like, she can't hear this. Was someone watching Prawn without headphones in public? On the bus. Behind me. Behind me. And I felt like I really didn't know what to do. Because I felt like I was in a situation where someone would be like, just let him. Just let him. He worked all day. Just let him do it. And my bus pass, you like, boop, boop, you like, you can even keep your bus pass like in your wallet. Boop, boop, you just like scan it over a thing. Boop. My bus pass needs to be taken out of the wallet, presented, and tapped like 10 times to work. So I like my bus pass and I get ready to tap it. It eventually works. You just have to. So when I got on the bus, I'm like, you know, I'm used to it. I don't care. And then a lady who's already on the bus was like, see, my bus pass didn't work either. It's your machine. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, I know my bus pass works, and I put like $27 on it the other day, so it works. I know it works. I just know I need to, it takes time, but it will work. And some bus drivers, they want it to work. So I'm ready. Lady goes, see, I told you, your machine is broken. I was like, I don't know what happened here moments ago. I just walked on. Did something happen? I don't know. I don't know her. So the bus driver was like, all right, just walk on. To me. I said, hey, whatever. $27 stays on the card. I'm happy. But it made me feel like I was a problem child. It made me feel like I was on his radar. So then for me to come back up and be like, excuse me, that man in the worker's jumpsuit in the back of the bus is watching adult material with the volume up. I feel like he would be like, okay, just sit up here. You know what I mean? Oh, he's gonna pull over? Sir! No, not in a million years. Are there cameras on the bus? Yeah. There are. What would he do? I feel like he would just be like, so change seats. I was the problem child on the bus today. I had to transport a laugh. DC Metro Police will pull you off if you drink coffee on the train. On my way to my P.O. box, this dude got on with no mask, and he had a plate of buffalo chicken, and he must have got extra buffalo sauce, and he poured it and threw the packaging on the bus floor, and he was like eating, and shit was getting everywhere. And buffalo chicken is also such a like fragrant item and gross item to be eating in such a small space. And when I tell you 100% with all honesty, and you know it's a fact because this stuff happened to me all day, he sat across from me. So there's no limits to what you can do on a SEPTA bus, baby. He poured the extra shit and put it right on the floor. And I could smell the buffalo, the like bright orange, like buffalo chicken, like electric orange. Like that smell was just like... Because I was reading and I looked up because I was like... It's a granola bar. An iced coffee. But a plate of buffalo chicken with extra sauce, and you're eating it. So, I think that's on the same level as prawn with volume to the bus driver. Honestly, one, you could just be like, knock that off. But a raw ass plate of wet chicken, he could tell him to stop eating it, but it will still be here. And he'll be like, Some foods are just not public foods. I feel like Philly public transit is a Wild West. Philadelphia has the worst complaints about their public transit, but like 80% of them boil down to like other passengers. And then it's like, what do you do? The trains are on time, the buses are on time, but it's the people. The people are so whack. I mean, the prawn thing is illegal. It's illegal, but like, you have to get it through to the right person who will take it seriously. I feel like my bus driver would be like, I've been there. Not to me, but if I feel like he was like, hey, guy, come on. I don't think he would be like, I've alerted the police. Even if he should, I don't think he would. I will tell you, though. Maybe it was a live stream, or I was just, like, tweeting how I used to complain. I was tweeting that, I got on the bus, like, right outside my house. Like, my bus stop. I got on the bus. And I got off at the very last stop that the bus route takes. So I was like one of the last people on the bus. But whatever I was doing that night, I took the very last, as far as it could take me. And then when I was getting ready to get off the bus driver was like, hey, I see you. Like, I see you around. What's your number? Like, what's up? And I was like, nah. And he's like, you got a boyfriend? Like, what's going on with you? Where you going? And then I was like, well, fuck this. And then when I got off the bus, he opened the little bus driver window and was like, hey, come back. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And I was like, he said he sees me around, so he probably knows where I live. And I'm gagged. And I'm like, oh, it's a pretty good job. I mean, ooh. But actually, I was not complimented. I was grossed out and scared. So I think I complained about it on Twitter, and SEPTA got involved. which is our bus company, our public transit service in Pennsylvania. SEPTA got involved, and they said that they suspended him from my route. So I was like, oh, I didn't expect you to do anything, so that was cool. I can't, I mean, I've never seen him again, so I think they did. How old was this man? He was young. He was like my age. In a different setting, perhaps. Not really. Someone that bold? I'm not sure. Now he can hit on other passengers on other routes. Yeah. Just push him around till he meets his wife, perhaps. Oh, I don't like that. Glad you haven't seen him again. A bus driver with all face tattoos let me on. The buffalo chicken ride. He actually let me on for free. I liked that. That was solidarity, I think. He was like, come on. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. I've never seen a bus driver with face tattoos. This was all face tattoos. Like the one in the middle, the one on the side, on up the neck. I consider those face tattoos. This is my face, like here to here. So I was very interested. I was like, oh, word? The whole face? Recent or hired this way? I like that. That's like, I would make a video on that. SEPTA lets face tattoos. My uncle was a SEPTA bus driver, and he cheated on my aunt with a woman he met while driving. Shake my head. Huh. Dirty dog. Gotta bounce. Might be back if you're still here. Have a nice night. As they should. Yeah, I was, I mean, the bus driver needs to garner respect. So if that's how they do it, I love that. They need respect. If you don't respect the bus driver, then you just fuck it all up. So an intimidating bus driver, maybe this is the new... SEPTA's slogan is we're getting there. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is the new route. Intimidating bus drivers. I was intimidated by him. I actually thought he was sweet. But perhaps, no, because that man ate a full plate of buffalo chicken on the bus and littered. Very disrespectful. Maybe I found it more disrespectful because of my camaraderie with the bus driver. Jobber, thanks for following. Yeah, you just finished a meeting with HR and didn't get fired and you're still here. What's good, my dudes? SEPTA revolutionized with face tats. Yeah, bring it on. I work there. Finally. I just get microblade eyebrow. Do you accept face tattoos? Prince, thanks for following. Thanks for following with good behavior. Round one messaged me! Yes! And they messaged me on my fucking flick with the bear ears. Yes, motherfuckers. Oh my god. I'm one step closer to learning who the mechanic is at Round 1 Exton. Oh, I'm so eager. I said, fuck yeah. Wow. Yes. What did they say? They said, can we repost your pic? Don't respond too fast. Fuck. That picture, another Round 1, but like a location. It was like a mall in California. I'm sorry I said that like arrogant. I'm actually like this mall in like California asked if they could repost my picture of me at a Round 1. And I was kind of like, no, not for free. But Round 1 itself, yes. Yes. Oh my god. What if a weeb follows me then? A little weeb sees it and gives me a follow? Be like, yes, but you gotta sponsor me first. Well, I can just go there and just create like amazing pics and then create an environment that is so toxic that Round 1 has to repost my pictures all the time because they're all so good. And they're like, oh my god, I can't escape this girl. Credits, please. Oh yeah, they probably didn't want to use my one DDR pic because I wrote like a whole fucking sonnet under it. I open this up, it's just Emma with a mustache. Oh, probably because I took my mask off in this flick. They were like, can you Photoshop a mask on? It's only off briefly. What's silly is the caption for this says, claw machines fear her. I was like, Round 1, I'm sorry. I'm crazy. I'm nuts. The Playboy bunny tattoo. I'm like, are you sure? I will create an environment so toxic. I will harbor so much creative expression that Round 1 will know they'll have to only post me. What's their Instagram like? What are we getting into? I'm just laughing. Nothing's happened yet. I'm just fucked up. I'm just really laughing. Oh, checks out. Pride. Memorial Day. Okay. Round 1 giveaway. How do we enter this game? What? Besties, one step ahead of me? Take home one of these amazing Spirited Away bamboo chopsticks and matching water bottle when you enter into Round 1 giveaway. Okay, what are the rules? Must be following Round 1. Check. Like this post. Okay. Tag 3 friends in the comments. Bonus, share your post on the story. Tag Round 1 for a double entry. Counts as 2 entries. Limited 1 story share per user. See, as an influencer, I don't get how this works. I always think that this extra part doesn't work towards an extra entry. You know what I mean? Let's see if Roy tagged. Oh, he didn't tag me. Let's just hype these people up. What's that? Oh, it's a dragon. I'll bring the White Claws. Is round 1 BYO? That's not a lot of replies. We could win this. The odds are great. What is this, only 7 people? What the fuck? Oh wait, sorry. Never mind. I didn't know what that was. What? Is this a shark playing DDR? We gotta follow. Do I follow round 1? I swear I thought I was following them. I hate the tag 3 friends thing. I get tagged as your friends all the time in your little giveaways, and I don't judge. I don't judge. Low key, I'm about to be the star of this Instagram. Wait, where's... My round 1 doesn't have a trampoline. Alright, this is my stiffest competition. This trampoline video. And this. Oh no! Like that. Photos were taken prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. Oh yeah, they want my picture of me with a mask. I have all of these. I have all of these. Not the best round 1. The worst round 1. Okay, this is my stiffest competition. These besties. Wow. I love these jeans. Oh my god. This is so fun. Oh my god. What if I just Photoshop myself into here to create that toxic environment? Oh, wait. This is my stiffest competition. These are influencers. These are like claw machine influencers. The crane couple. Yeah. Not a lot of crane pics. Here we go. They won these. They won these. They won these. We have a tie items up on our Macari. Damn! Where's the Macari at? My BF is not going to be happy when he gets home from work and I tell him we have to go to the arcade immediately. I'm sorry that I'm not focused. I'd like to be. I want to be focused here. Focus on me. Focus on my chair. I would like to be a claw machine influencer. Me too. Didn't I tell you guys like 20 minutes ago that I wanted to work with round 1? I had this tweet I was thinking of that was like, I tried my best, now what? Like, I'm trying my best. What? Now what? Look, they're vaccinated. Oh, they're Animal Crossing fans. I think he does her hair. Oh, she does his hair? Are you kidding me? Oh, they're on Twitch? Damn, they're partnered? Dang. You know what? They probably can't do claw machines because of COVID. Look, now they have to be gingerbread influencers. Alright, let's peep the Macari. Yo. What if they have the... You have the Miku? You have the bike Miku? Claw machine influencers with a side hustle. My husband's been trying to get me to go to the arcade with him. Why don't you want to go? Round 1 vlog is step 1. What is 65% off? There's deals on this. Is this anybody's waifu? Is this your waifu? Is this your waifu? $7? Oh. We're looking for Miku. If I bought an item from a crane influencer, I will ascend. Someone bought that? Was it you? Did you buy that? Miku! It's sold. Who bought this? You? This was the Miku I wanted. I have to get in with the crane influencers. They have waifus. What? Ew. Couples who claw together stay together. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure, round 1. The cat girl bought the Miku. Yeah, she did. She's got good taste. I can't believe Roy. Fuck it. He liked this that long ago? Wait. This is my stiffest competition. This is my stiffest competition. You know what? I'm not competing with them. I'm joining them. I'm joining them in the R1 fan shoutout. Look at the tights pulled all the way up. Obsession. I want that. There's a Ochiko bathing suit that I want. I have so many of these. Wait. Who is that? Who is that? Who's this? What if you see the cat bus girl? No, cat bus? If I saw the cat girl from my bus route at round 1, I would create a situation that was so toxic. Happy Halloween! Do you think you can wear your costumes there? People will cosplay at round 1, and I'm like, go off. We don't have a lot of options. Not a lot of flicks on here. I'm about to pop off the feed. What if we refreshed and I was there? No. Mount Fuji. I thought that was Mount Fuji. Oh, bet. Imagine Halloween at round 1. I'm not even going to imagine it. I am going to king Halloween at round 1 this year. Bro, I need a car. I went to round 1 last weekend, but it wouldn't really hurt to go again this weekend. That's what I'm saying. Find a Miku for your PC case. I wish there was a way I could see what prizes were at the round one. I would have to like go. Damn, they're not gonna use this. Wait, this picture's so good. They don't want to use this? Oh, my darling. There she is. We'll have to go to my round one's geotag, which I have already kinged. This, and this are from me. And this. I have kinged this geotag. I challenge you to king round one Exton's geotag. Not like me, man. 12-hour stream from round one? With pleasure. Who's this? The cat girl? Kind of. I wish, like, I could click on this and it would show me what's, like, currently in the, claw machines. Oh, claw machines fear him. Damn. That's heady loot. Look at that. Look at this. Tatted. Ooh. Oh my god, the whole squad. Most recent no mask. 1 week ago. Not a mask to be found. Love it. Look, there's an alt person there. That's me. Here's another alt. Come on, I see you. Here we go, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. May 26th. Oh, clean. Look at that. Look at that. Doink. That's an alt right there. Oh, here we go. Bestie. Here we go. Fun fact, I love rhythm games and arcades. Join the stream. Join my competition to king the round one geotag. Literally a true story though. Last time I was at round one, I was playing DDR. I don't know why I said it like that. I was playing DDR, and I was playing by myself because John is addicted to the coin pushers, so I just drop him off. I don't even hang out with him at round one. Drop John off at the coin pusher and play DDR by myself. And this head came up to me, and he was like, "You did really good on that song." Robbie, no, I didn't go without you. It's an older pick. So, but the last time I was there, I was playing, and the kid was like, "You did really good on that song." And I was like, "What?" Don't forget to eat quick. So I was playing, and this kid was like, "You did really good on that song." And I was like, "What?" And then we played like 2 rounds together. It was really fun. Except he got like this score. This like AAA. He got, look at Young Blades? Young Blads? Oh, hell yeah. Not the double glizzy. Look at, I just want to be a part of this moment. Oh, a dog in there? Okay, here's the squad. Alright, probably nothing from the claw machine current, but... An alt. Anyway, I am currently kinging. Oh, can you guys like this so I can king more? I'll like it myself. Guys, you gotta come and like this. Guys, you didn't like this? You didn't like this? Look. I'm losing my rank. Is this the same girl? This is my competition. No, different girl. You didn't like this photo? I keep getting ads for the new Purge movie and it cracks me up. They were really like, screw it, the Purge is forever now. They were like, how do we make a sequel? Alright guys, thank you for helping me king the round one. The round one extant geotag. Why didn't round one want to use this photo? Why didn't round one want to use that photo? Yeah, the next time I go to round one, I'll cosplay as a goth Lolita, like, maid cat girl. And I'll just win dummy prizes, and I'll shoot it in 4K, and they'll have to post me. I had to leave. What did round one say? They're reposting one of my photos. Reposting one of my photos. They haven't said anything yet. Would look cute. Well, we've been streaming for 4 hours. I said this many. Streaming for 4 hours. I'll leave you guys with that. But thanks for hanging out with me today on my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, I would love that. That would be great. If you want to do that, let me pull up my YouTube. Why don't you subscribe right there? You can subscribe over my YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. My second channel, Quicken 2, has a VOD from last week that I put up, and I had a lot of fun editing it, so I just need to do it more often, like a few times a week. New VOD on there. I'm kind of just watching to see how the VOD is doing, if people like it. I like posting them. Get my new video to 1 million views. That'd be cool. Do that later. And thank you guys so much for stream and hanging out with me today. Lots and lots of fun. I had a ton of fun. Yes, happy little anniversary. Time flies. Thank you guys for your support as always and hanging out with me today on this rainy pee and poop day. Have a lovely day. Thank you, and you too. Thanks for the stream, Quack. Polonius also sent a tweet to you. What? Oh! Polonius, my bestie Quicken's YouTube channel is celebrating a big birthday today. Congrats, 10 years, sis. Love you. Can we please hang out soon? By the way, that would be cool. I would love that. That's so nice. Only just joined, been at work till now. Oh no, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, but watch my new video. There you go. There's some company. You can watch my new video. There you go. Well, hang out with me over on Instagram, where I will be posting in my stories the rest of my night. I think we are going out to eat tonight. I think. I'd like to. I think that's what's happening, unless my old man is sick, and then I will just read manga all night. But I will show you what I'm reading. Follow me over Quiet Cool Kid over on Instagram. That way you can hype up my round 1 posts so I can king the geotag and get attention from round 1. I have a 5-year plan of becoming their number 1. So help me reach that goal. I will continue watching the rest of Monday's stream. Well, thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.